Hey, welcome back to Magic Ball Grade. My name's Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. How's it going, John? It's probably a long intro. I think we're maybe 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late. That's not too bad. How's everyone doing? It is currently the 29th of August. It's almost September. How the year goes. My name is Andre. I need a haircut, it seems. I think I'll sort that out next week. How's everyone doing? We got a Thursday night. We got some Netrunner tonight. We're going to be playing some new kind of decks. It's going to be a nice one. How's everyone doing? On to a class too. How's it going, Volpus? That music's probably too loud, huh? Oh, hey, good looking. Hey, Maddie. How you doing? Music a bit loud? Yeah, totally. I totally forgot to put that down. We'll figure it out. It's just gonna like fade out very elegantly. We're not gonna have to address it. Wait. Is it working? What's happening? Huh? Okay, that's better. I hear nothing but music. Is it okay now? Wait, is it okay now? Seems okay now. I think my shortcuts weren't working on the music. Okay, that's my bad. Sorry about that. We're back. Hopefully everyone's having a good Thursday. Yeah, I canned the music. I have shortcuts and apparently they just weren't working, so I wasn't affecting the volume the elegant way I wanted to. Perfect. Everyone's this good. How's it going, Mad Dog? All right, cool. It's a Thursday. We got a deck list of the week, and then we're going to be playing a new deck that I'm excited to try. And that's largely it. I think show notes from the top of the show, there is a regional in Ottawa, or technically in Gatineau, which is Ottawa, just Saturday at 10:30, 11. So check that out if you can. It's just on Saturday. Otherwise, here we go. Deck list of the week. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting. Deck list of the week, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Max Apocalypse deck, which there's a lot of conversation about Apocalypse to be had. I think this thing has always been relevant. Some metas have more of it. I'm going to open this in Chrome. Apocalypse has been more relevant other times. I'm getting a bit frustrated with Apocalypse because it's kind of disgustingly good and there's not a lot of counterplay to it. There isn't that much counterplay to Apocalypse. It's like Crisium Grid, maybe Marcus Batty, maybe Border Control, but that stuff just buys you a turn a lot of times, so it's not fantastic. How's it going, Ben? Just want to say I have just rebonded to Netrunner. That's a big thank you to your great channel. Really enjoying the new Meta Nisi support. Oh, that's super cool. Hey, glad you're buying into it. How hard was it to do that? Did you print stuff or did you like rebuy stuff? Is that difficult? Also glad that it's been finding you so well. Deck seems soft to hostile. Yeah, it's really soft to hostile infrastructure, but like Apocalypse decks lose to hostile infrastructure decks. It's like pretty straightforward, I think. This one also has some really weird stuff in it that I haven't read the write-up. It's a bit substantial. I don't know if anybody else has, but there's some really weird stuff in this deck. If you don't know what an Apocalypse deck is, this card for some reason is 3 influence, which I think is my biggest issue with this card, is that for some reason it's 3 influence, it's not 5. And there's a lot, like this card definitely should have been a 5 influence card if you ask me. And it lets you just wipe the board. It wipes your own board, but a lot of times that doesn't matter, specifically with Anarch that don't install their programs. They can just throw them into the bin. They can come out later. And you don't even need to play like support to flip your cards or trash your cards. Like you're generally still pretty good, even if you wipe everything. Spent way too much getting a job, lot of everything up the last deluxe off eBay. Don't tell the wife. Hey, it's really cool. It's actually like pretty hard to find everything now. So that's gonna be, that's a pretty big accomplishment. Congrats. This deck has some strange stuff in it. We don't see Queen's Gambit too often, but it's technically neutral money, which is pretty good. 2 clicks. You're not going to be running a lot of remotes anyways. On top of that, you have weird stuff. You have Divide and Conquer, which I don't fully understand. I think I need it might be if someone in chat can let me know what's up. This card is really expensive. It doesn't work with Eater, so this doesn't actually really do anything. But generally after you Apocalypse, right, they like ice HQ and R&D, so maybe that's a nice time to get this off. It doesn't have any combo with any other multi-axis. We don't have Turning Wheel, anything like. We also have Glut Cipher, which is a card that we played once on this channel before, and I think it actively just made our game plan worse every time we played it. Because what it does is like full random. It can put ice back that you've Apocalypse. I don't like this card at all. It gives them economy back sometimes. I don't know. You can't even play it for the early turns. It's weird. I'm like super excited to see why. Why is that in this deck? Keep otherwise well Ice Corp pretty messed up. Okay, I guess that's all we get. All right, I guess we'll try it. I don't know, but it's basically an Apocalypse deck, and Apocalypse decks are incredibly strong because all you need is an Eater on the table, which you can retrieval run if you trash it. You can just sit back with Caddy Jones, you can liberate accounts, and with same old thing, you have flexibility even to like amped up Apocalypse from your archive, from your heap, which is kind of buck wild. You actually have I've Had Worse, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure why this card is I've Had Worse as opposed to Inject. Inject does trash your Eater, which is kind of rough, but we do have retrieval runs. But Inject is generally a much better card, and a lot of times you don't need the damage protection from I've Had Worse. But I guess maybe in an Apocalypse deck it's good if you have to Apocalypse through like Kakugos and stuff like that. So with creation and control cycling, do you think there's a risk of us eventually losing the mini factions? I think no. It's largely up to hands of Nisei, but I don't think that they would lose a mini faction. There's just mini faction cards printed after them that wouldn't make a lot of sense if they didn't have factions. I would say that it's kind of safe to say they're permanent, right? They could maybe like make a new deluxe, but this is like long time down the line, right? That has like new mini factions. I'd be interested even if they planted new faction like IDs for the mini factions. That'd be kind of cool. But the fact that there's like mini faction cards all the way in the Katara cycle, and maybe Nisei will release mini faction cards in what's it called, Uprising, the second part of the cycle. So I don't know. I don't think we'd lose them. How's it going, Jojo? Yo, Roberto, how's it going? How you doing, man? It's a pleasure having you last week. All right, so we're gonna do some Apocalypsing for sure. We have good money, I hope. Wait, this deck doesn't have Sure Gamble? This deck has Glut Cipher, but it doesn't have Sure Gamble? What the fuck's with that? It has Queen's Gambit and it doesn't have Sure Gamble? They don't even address it in the deck write-up. What's with that? Cut Glut Cipher and DC for Gamble? Yeah, I would cut Queen's Gambit for Gamble. I would cut so many things. This, like, I don't want to cut just because it's, like, spicy. And otherwise, we're just making an Apocalypse deck. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Sure Gamble's a good card, right? Okay, anyways, we'll play it as is and see how it goes. There's a long write-up, and I haven't read it, unfortunately. I probably should do that. Max Punk Rock. 46 cards? You could do 47 in max, I guess. Maybe with Apocalypse deck you want to find them fast, but that's what we got. And we don't have a lot of money cards. The only money cards actually we have in the deck are Caddy, Liberated, and Queen's Gambit. That's all we have. And you can't really stim hack during an Apocalypse. It's like really risky. In theory, if you like amped up so you have Apocalypse Sample thing, you can do it, but like it's super risky. Oh, we have 3 day jobs. Okay, cool. I missed that one. Yo, Trouble, how's it going? How's your week been? So yeah, Criticism Grade is an issue because then you can't trash it with Eater. It's going to be a problem. Kakugo can be a problem. Border Control can be a problem. I think last week, even we had Border Controls on the deck, we were still being pulled apart. But that deck had a lot of like Econ Denial that was kind of being a bigger issue. And the deck didn't have a lot of money. But it's definitely still really strong. And there's a lot of archetypes that get goofed up really hard. Like Acid Spam struggles against Apocalypse. Glacier struggles Apocalypse. If you're seeing a lot of Jinja decks, which is like the most attractive reason for me to play Apocalypse in my meta, is you see a lot of people like rushing out Jinja emotes. They don't protect their centrals that well. Sports Metal might just be that. This hand has Apocalypse. It has no money, but there's not a lot of money in this deck. It is Sports Metal, which can go for the Ginger emotes, so we kind of want to put the pressure on. I think with 3 Apocalypse, we could maybe mulligan this. I want to open up with a Liberated account, an Eater, stuff like that would be better. The Levy is a dead card in the early. The Retrieval Run is like, okay. That's arguably better, I don't know. Hopefully everything is good with you. Yeah, how's it going, Coca-Cola? Ah, yeah. Wait, Glut Cipher. Alright, so Coca-Cola knows what's up. So everyone being iced generally looks like an early Rashida. Could actually just be an agenda that's a lot of times good enough. We could just wipe the hand. I don't know if they mulliganed. They kept their hand. So like wiping their hand is probably not the worst thing to do. And next turn we can just day job up. Yeah, I'm confused by this list too. Yo, David, how's it going? Good morning, I guess, right? I think we're just gonna wipe it. A lot of times it's good to do this right before you Apocalypse because they hold on to ice, but I don't know what this deck is. There's combo decks, there's a lot of other stuff, but we're going to wipe out the whole HQ, which seems pretty good. Because at that point, Rashida is kind of a liability, because if they Rashida up, well, I guess they can get an ice, but basically we're going to be drawing everything. Like, sorry, they're not going to be hiding agendas if they don't draw 2 agendas. Okay, it's just a Maryland, that's good, that's slow. We could trash that, but we're generally not going to. So now the thing is, like, we could just run HQ for singles. It gives them, it's good for them, unfortunately. Oh, we had Queen's Gambit. We could have Queen's Gambited that. We probably should have Queen's Gambited that, actually. I didn't realize that. So we can go HQ. We can also run Archives, but there's no rush. Now they can draw or take 2 credits. The Sports Metal ability. I got 2 focus on Glut Cipher and didn't realize there's a Wanton. So that's a Biotic Labor. Okay, so that's scary. Unfortunately, this turn we can't day job anymore. Caddy's nice and slow, arguably a bit too slow, and we just want to get our breakers in the bin. We're really weak to Arc Lockdown, but maxes anyways, so we'll see how it goes. We know they have a Biotic, so that probably means they're on a 3-2 suite. Sometimes they're running 5 3s and run one Biotic. Arvo, 1 PM. Oh shit. You have a whole other day going on. We still can't day job. Glut Cipher looking a bit worse. They did Ice Up Archives. Oh, we also have Peace in Our Time. Maybe these are all the reasons why there's no sure gamble. Remember people saying that Glut Cipher was one of the worst cards in the game on release? It's definitely not one of the worst cards because it has the chance of doing something. But the fact that you can play this card and there's a chance to do absolutely nothing or to be actively bad for your sport state is kind of comical. We could just like... Yeah, whatever, we'll do it. So we can't run it. I'm assuming it's a Maryland or a Jeeves. I think it's actually probably a Jeeves. We can draw here and then caddy. I think the caddy's probably better just because we've already sunk clicks into it. I don't think we're going to be able to double day job. And so far we haven't seen any Apocalypse, so that's something. Worst case is like the 3-1 that they get 3 credits when they score it and then 2 more credits. Amped Up is probably the worst card. Actually, it's likely Glut Cipher is the worst card here. This card's also kind of cool because it is like an replacement effect when you run Archives before the Apocalypse. But you can only play this once there is 5 cards. I guess you could do it with 1 card, I don't know. But like, we wanted them. I don't want to Wanted them and just Glut Cipher them. It seems pretty bad. We should start face checking now too. I don't think we need a double day job. We have enough money in our hand. Yeah, I think we want to just provoke them to res. Oh, it's a daily business show. Okay. That probably means they're more on the combo side. There's those, they run a lot of 0 points and 1 point agendas, 2 point agendas, and they can score them all at 1 turn with a Rela Salvatore. It's really hard for us to disrupt that. I think we need to start checking stuff. Unfortunately, it gives them like tempo, but not a lot of face checks here are bad. We can even deal with Architect. Most of the stuff we can click through, and we do have an Eater in the bin. Unfortunately, we can't get to that. But Apocalypsing this when they're going wide is pretty okay. But we'll get comboed out. We have no like clot or any sort of like combo pressure. I think the only combo we have is 1 Wanton. That's fine. Spend 3 credits on that, that's okay. I would actually check what this is now that we started running. Just on the chase that it is a Rashida. We don't want them to have that. And with 3 credits, it's a team sponsorship. Yeah, we need to trash that. We can actually run Archives here. It'll give them money, which was what we don't want them to do right now, considering they're looking to score. I think we'd probably just hit probably, I don't know, hit caddy, draw once first, likely. Yeah, I think we want to hit caddy. So we obviously don't need this. The Glut Cipher is seeing really bad because we're actually like getting rid of stuff. Like, I guess Glut Ciphering a Biotic out of their hand would be pretty cute. Glut Cipher is also really bad if they don't have 5 cards in hand, right? Wait, force a corp to choose 5 cards from Archives and add them to HQ. Oh wait, no, that doesn't matter. Weird card. Okay. Maybe Rashida server 1. If it's a 3-2, it's not that good for them. HQ pressure also got a lot worse because they do have the daily business show. So they're going to be filtering agendas if they don't need them. And it is Rashida. So they're going to be drawing a fair bit. That's generally more ice. More money for them as well. Sup, Andrew? How's it going, Patrick? How's your Thursday? We obviously don't have an Apocalypse yet. We haven't seen it. There's a 3 and 24. It's pretty good. We don't have Paperclip. Actually, what's our Fractor? I assume it's Corroder, right? Yeah, we have 3 Corroders, so we can Corroder through this. And we probably need to trash whatever the heck that is. I don't want a sponsorship to go off. So we'll trash this and we'll put down our 6. Our liberated accounts. Yeah, you can't let those go off. Yeah, this is not great. I play pretty Andre, nice fix. I play pretty like cautiously against sports metal, which might not be right, but I always hate giving them the tempo, especially when their economy isn't that great. And with 3 cards in archives, like Glut Cipher doesn't seem good. I think we did disrupt them. I don't want to unglut Cipher them. So far we've lost 1 Eater. I think we have 3 Croters, 3 Wantons. Yeah, and we have all their other breakers that we need. So we have 2 more Eaters, sorry, 1 Apocalypse in the bin. It's just a 3-2. So they can do the credits or the cards. Ooh, they took 2 credits. All right, so they're just gonna be scoring out. So the chance of them having a barrier on archives is not 0. We could just Glut Cipher here. But I want to Axis first. Let's see how bad this goes for us. It's been a while. What's the consensus on Downfall? I was busy with FFG and got out of touch with the Mets. Yeah, okay. If they're rezzing, we'll go through it. It's unfortunate. We can't steal Aqua Project, but I don't think they're on it. So far, Downfall's been pretty cool. Most Wana lists have been probably more impactful than new cards. Wow, that's actually like legitimate Glacier. And all sponsorships are out. So this is just like a legitimate Glacier deck. So they can choose to draw here or take credits. If they draw, we could run HQ. With the meta. The meta's been cool. It's been pretty diverse. Wayland is absolutely killing it right now. Daily Business shows fires on the draw. That's really cute. Yeah, that's also the restricted card food. We still need to find 2 more agendas. If we Apocalypse them, we're probably in a good spot. Wait, did they Biotic that agenda out? No. So they have another Biotic in hand? It's been good. It's definitely been okay. So we can amp up Apocalypse. I think we just need a bit more money for that. So I think we will amp up Apocalypse for sure. So if we run R&D first next turn, we can figure out whether we can get the amped off Apocalypse up. We're going to lose 4 credits on Liberated account, but it's probably good enough. And we don't have Stargate either. This deck is like really strange to me. Like I would drop the Glut Ciphers and so quickly and Divide and Conquer just to have a Stargate, because that's like a way better threat after Apocalypse is you drop a Stargate, and from that you can like trash Ice so they can't draw Ice. You can trash Biotic Labor. You can use Eater with Stargate. I don't know, it seems really good. Red level clearance. Underrated card. HBO still sucks. I think Jinja's a bit wild. The latest Most Wanted list changes make Jinja's even better, I think, because you can play what's it called? Excalibur and anything, and board control's still good. David's saying I heard the Uprising will be even better than Downfall. I can believe it. Like I generally your first like expansion, it's hard for you to make something that's like super crazy powerful. And I'm not specifically complaining that it wasn't as powerful as other expansions. Like that's totally fine. I think there's a lot of really cool cards. There's not a lot of cards that I wouldn't consider playing ever, which is I think probably the most favorite thing. Like I know not every card's gonna be competitive, but there's at least some interesting stuff. And some of the stuff that's not competitive is at least interesting. But I'm definitely excited to see more cards. Let alone we have a booster pack of 9 cards. It's coming out in like 2 weeks. Which are going to be legal for Worlds. It's pretty wild. So we can't spend a lot of money running R&D. Oh, we have to run HQ2. This deck also doesn't have DDoS. This deck doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like all the best cards for Apocalypse, like DDoS, Stargate, none of them are in this deck. I don't get it. Like, DDoS would be so nuts right now. We can, I guess when we lose this, we're in a bad spot. Lost their second Eater, lost a Croter as well. So we have 1 more Eater. I think we're just gonna like run HQ yeah, I guess we'll run HQ and see how things go. Like Fairchild 3 we click through, Architect we can deal with. Hagen is like kind of bad. Because we just lose this. It costs us 3 credits. That's an Architect. Yeah, we'll definitely fire that. Because we don't want them to get their shit back. That's really good against Apocalypse too. Because we can't. It's a Jeeves. Alright, so we can't Apocalypse now. Luckily they're on 2 credits. Hopefully this is not a Rashida. I don't think we're going to have time. We could run an R&D here. Yeah, it's probably okay. It's not great. I don't know. I don't think this access is as good as just clicking for credits to set up for the Apocalypse. Yeah, whatever. It gives us some information. But we didn't want to caddy. I think next turn we day job and then we apocalypse. I don't know how much damage they can do. Like, they're not setting up to score a 5-3, which is the best thing. That's kind of a big deal for us. I don't know if they can res this. Oh, it's a Maryland. Okay, so that takes at least 2 turns before it pays off. And they're playing a preemptive, which is good. Oh, they played preemptive last turn. Fuck with the chat not scrolling. Yo, Andre, how's it going? Everyone, good evening. This is the first time in a long time I caught you live. It's been a minute. Yeah. How you been doing? How's your Thursday? Luckily, their turn's pretty slow. Credit, and I'm assuming that's either Daily Business Show or Jeeves in server 5. Either of them is not really a threat. They'll start the next turn with 6 credits, so they can't like do any biotic magic. We do have an Eater, which is really important. Unfortunately, we can't do Day Job and Eater. Man, if this was just a sure gamble, that would be cool. I guess we're just going to do this, and then next turn we're going to go for the Apocalypse. The pre-release HB card is kind of ridiculous. They need it. They really do need it. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing those pre-release cards pretty soon. I don't know whether they're going to be like pre-released or they're just all going to come out on the 9th, but I'm really excited for that for sure. This is Decklist of the Week. I want to see it in action. Yeah, it is. It's kind of weird. I don't fully understand it. I really don't get it. It's missing like a lot of core Apocalypse cards, and it's running like a strange... Like, it doesn't run Gamble, and I don't think this deck is better for not running Sure Gamble, but also like no Stargate, no DDoS. All that stuff is really strange to me. Yeah, there's the Jeeves we called. It's good that they're rezzing it, because we're going to try and pop off right here. John, Sal here. How's it going? Thursday's good, actually. I'm pretty tired today. I'm excited about the deck that we're going to be playing outside of this one. It's cool to Apocalypse people for sure. They don't have enough money to res all this stuff, so like all this stuff is just gonna be lost to Apocalypse if I'm not mistaken. 4 credits they can in fact res Turing, which isn't an issue. Now Hagen is the issue, so we need to find the Hagen first. Now if we run Thimblerig they can move it, so I'll run Archives first and force a res, because if they res this it's pretty bad for them as well. Love me some Max. Max is fun. Okay, that's really good for them. So they can't res Hagen, so the Apocalypse is going to go off and they're going to get 2 ice that are not going to get trashed, which is pretty sweet. And we need only 6 more credits, and then 3 more. I'm going to run HQ because I don't want them to... I guess no matter what, they can move the Thimble Rig. In theory, we actually could just let this fire. Wait, why don't we just let this fire? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll do that last. We'll run R&D. Excuse me. Whoops. We'll run, and they can fight this last because we're just gonna Apocalypse them. It doesn't matter what they do with it. Whitebreak Architect of your Apocalypse? Yeah, totally. I hope you're playing Canada new deck. No, I'm not, just because it's not on here. It's not on JNet. That's a Vitruvius. That's obviously really good for us. Yeah, we're not gonna break the Architect. And before they have Crisium, they could have Crisium, but they can't res it. They just don't have money. It would have to be like assembly lines into Crisium or some crazy shit. But I didn't want to fire this one, because in theory they could have... This can fire. This is actually bad, like... May install, so I think you don't fire the first part. Like, you still do this just so you can look at the top. Because you have to look at the top and then you can May install. I think Swift is a really good card. And I'm excited to play a console that isn't Paragon, because I haven't been in love with Paragon recently. Yeah, they're just going to lose all this stuff. I don't know why you'd do that. I guess if it's a bad card, you don't want to draw it. But like after Apocalypse, any ice is a good ice. And this is where like Stargate would have been so much better than Glut Cypher. I'm just shitting on Glut Cypher, and I don't want to play it. I really don't want to play it, because giving them any of these cards is pretty bad for us. Giving them ice is so bad for us too. Amani Sanai, ooh. Amani Sanai is actually fine for us, because it bounces our like uninstalled cards from Apocalypse back into our hand. Oh, I was like, where's our Apocalypse? Here it is. Oh, they can shuffle Maryland in, right? That's cool. Wait, we have a click left? That's buck wild. It's a buyer sweet. We're not gonna trash that just because they can draw it and we can Queen's Gambit it. It's a bad draw. All right, so we do have another MK Ultra in the bin, so we can deal with it with 2 credits. I think we're just gonna slam. So in theory, it's like so expensive for us to do this just to get 1 access. I'm just gonna run R&D. Then we're just gonna click for credits, I think. Yo, Wayne, how's it going? Hello. Install Black Orchestra. Our money card we can pay from 0, so okay, fine. I should click the end the run, but I'm scared of hitting a button that says end the run on it because I'm worried it's gonna end the run. Can't see Liqua here. It's a Maryland, so that's we can queens it next turn. We do have the Eater. Again, I don't want to play this one. That's actually a good draw. So now our economy is going to be a bit weird. I don't know. Glutzhyper's pretty. Is Glutzhyper bad? There's agendas in here, but like we run here for 3 credits. We run here for 3 credits. Maybe Glutzhyper isn't the worst. I'd have to do the math. I feel like Divide and Conquer isn't worth it here. We're gonna have to levy soon. Oh, beans. You know, Glutzhyper probably isn't the worst here. So I don't know. Next couple turns we're gonna be clicking for credits. So they put Thimblerig on archives. That means that there's probably nothing in archives. So that's a Maryland if we've ever seen it. Oh, that's actually really good that we have the caddy. So here's your Maryland. That's fine. We can actually go trash it, but we can't anymore. Yeah, so never mind. That's just not how that works. And now we're just gonna go for the inevitability. We're gonna lose the last 2 cards, so we're gonna levy, and then we're gonna go off. So hey, at least like the Queen's Gambits have been working out. 2 for 6 is, I guess, pretty good, especially when you play it at 0. And I think we actually have to check these. Our last card was Apocalypse. We lost one a minute ago too. So I'm just gonna check both of these, and then we're gonna caddy, and then next turn we're gonna levy or something. Getting an Eater or a Crota down on the table would actually be pretty good too. So Jeeves, they can res that if they want. Honestly, I think we trash the Maryland. So Amani Sanai, that's fine too. Amani Sanai is scary with Biotic, so I'm actually gonna go trash this because they can bounce our caddy, which would be pretty bad. Alright, so we definitely have to like take caddy and levy, unfortunately, which is like pretty bad because that's a lot of our turn. And the caddy was like not good. It was like 4 clicks to gain 6 credits, but we also paid. It was like clicking for credits, right? It's cool because she's gonna be on the table after that, but like 4 clicks and for 4 credits. So not amazing. They haven't P-res them, so in theory you could like levy into a Queen's Gambit. Getting Crota down on the table actually might be worth it. So far we've only seen 1 Hagen. Whatever. No Queen's Gambit. I don't want to play this. We can play this into a day job next turn, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to score out. And they have 1 more Biotic, maybe. That's probably a good reason to Glut Cypher, but our programs are coming down. We also lost our MK Ultra. We might have wanted to run and get our MK Ultra installed on the Architect. That actually probably was right. Okay, now they have money. Yeah, getting our Architect down, our MK Ultra before we levy is probably smart. So Money Snides Res, that's smart, right? That plays around the Queen's Gambit. We're just going to day job up. So this is scary if they score, and they could Biotic out right now, but at least none of these bounces are particularly good. If you don't know, Mani Sanai lets you do a trace. It's a really scary card. Yeah, we could zoom in way more. 2 servers. Ice on HQ. Makes the Wanton look good. 2 Glut Cyphers, but again, we don't have our breaker. We fucked it up. We'll check what this is. We'll hit Caddy. We'll put down a Liberated. They can res that for sure. Hey Lumio, what's up? I've actually been around tonight since I'm not going to work. Unfortunately, I'm not going because I'm really sick, so I'll be kind of quiet tonight. We're doing well. Holy shit, hey, hope you're feeling okay. That's 8 influence, that's wild. Hope you're feeling better. That sucks. A day off work isn't the worst. We're gonna be playing some Netrunner tonight for sure. I don't think we talked about last time, what's it called? You recommended a band. Something to do with like music something music, sex, or pool or something. I forget, but I listened to it. I didn't say anything about it specifically. It was a bit too like prog-ish for me. Melody was like pretty buried. There was like one part of one song at the beginning. Max should be interesting once CNC rotates. What does she do? Reclaim plus trope? Yeah, she's kind of gonna be. Oh fuck! They're gonna bounce our liberated. This is really bad. We fucked this up. Yeah, we misplayed that. But no, they can't. Oh, they rezzed it. At least they go down to like 2 credits. That's fine. We will pay our money to protect it. Oh, it's this one too. So it's only trace 3. Yeah, max 99 still gonna be good. You can play trope, I guess. Music practice safe sex too. That's it. Yes. It was a bit too prog. It was a bit too like ambient and garbled. That's fine. That's a moral victory. Yeah, we fucked up by installing that. That was a goof for sure. We definitely played that poorly. Big chance we can just divide and conquer and win. We're gonna take that chance. Yeah, David saying dropping liberty makes money on the more brutal. Yep. Did fuck it up. So Cyberdex Virus Suite, that's fine. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that. It's a global food initiative. Well, that was from R&D. Anywho, I think we didn't play that too elegantly. We should have reinstalled our MK Ultra before we levied. We shouldn't have lost like the fucking huge 6 credits. Yeah, the money. Spending all the influence on the money is kind of cool. It's a really strong card for sure. But like it fights against like really big stuff. Like you can't do big caddy stuff like that. Their ice suite's like super predictable, which is like one of the worst things about HB right now. It's like you know when to face check. I think the worst thing is Hagen right now for me. Architect can be bad. Ichi 2, not the greatest. Especially against Anarch, you just let it fire. Yeah, I don't know. I think Bloodsaver would have helped him. Giving him biotics and stuff seems pretty bad. I don't even know what Bloodsaver does. That might be the problem. We should read it. Instead of accessing cards, force a corp to choose 5 cards from archives. So they choose them? Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. If I chose him, that'd be good. And there's an inevitability where you can give anybody money with peace and then you have your eater and you're good to go. But specifically this matchup, like they were struggling with economy. So giving them money was like not a good thing to do, especially when we saw they had biotic labor. They're still pretty far away from scoring out, right? Like losing all the team sponsorships early uncontested was a huge issue. If you just ice up one of them, it's like changes everything. Consideration will definitely have to be made re-deck building for max post CNC. That being said, I think new recursion tools are basically guaranteed. Yeah, I would be surprised if you lose Levy and nothing takes its place. I think like redesigning Levy is obviously a cool thing because Levy is restricted. Max is also like just gets absolutely hosed by the most wanted list on the fact that like the good recursion card is a restricted card. But admittedly, like she has the ability to go to like the, you know, like you used to see with the stabby decks where they would just like run out of cards and then they would still just be okay. So basically anytime there's something good, Max can't play it. Unless you play like 100 card Max. Reclaim seems like a decent enough redesign for Clone Chip. The fact that it's fast, like Clone Chip is instant speed, is like obviously the biggest shaper thing, but obviously it makes it absurd. But Reclaim also lets you do like hardware and virtuals, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we want to open with Caddy. This is Paulina. We don't know if it's Trap Paulina, but no matter what, we want Eater, we want Apocalypse, we want some sort of long-term economy, either Liberated or Caddy. And that's largely it. We don't want to Cloud Cypher in the early game. It's bad. It does nothing. Alright, well, we got... I've had worse is also pretty sweet. Hey. How's it going, Coca-Cola? Thanks for the game, eh? I wish Chip and SMC would leave. Shaper would be so much tutoring. They're never used... Why would you when you can SMC? I'm glad that those cards exist just because it's the basis of how Shaper works, and without them, Shaper would probably be unplayably bad. Tokes, what's up? Netrunner time. Oh, they mulligan into a bad hand. That's good to know. But like Shaper's ability to pull from the deck is crazy. I don't know, and if you don't play SMC, then like if you need it, everyone just plays Cabanessa, right? I guess Cabanessa wants SMC. Shaper has so many tutoring events and they're never used because why would you? Well, they're starting to see play. Like you saw, what's it called? Compile is seeing more and more play because it's a really good card. The tag one isn't fantastic. Diana's Hunt is terrible. There's actually not that many. Compile, it's really cool. Diana's Hunt is terrible. Compile is good. Diana's Hunt is just like not an efficient card. Do we run this? I think we run this. We play Hacktivist and then we run it. If it's an Obakata, we have I've had worse. We have MK Ultra in the bin too, which is really good. Well, a lot of Max Decks run I've had worse. So they can choose to res it. Yeah, Diana's from hand. Diana's really bad. Alright, they're releasing a card for it. They're taking their 8 credits. That's fine. We've done enough work today. This is on the table too, which is pretty good. We're going to draw once a turn, which gives Paulina their food, their money, or we eat the food. I think we're just going to install same old thing so we don't lose it to damage and click this. It's by no means necessary. And once there's an eater here, we'll wanton it. Also, just like poking HQ would probably be fine here. Just because if it's like an Anansi, you can let it fire largely. The iPad worst will get hit. Who would play that? Yeah. I don't know. That's a wild cycle. Draw, credit, IPO. They have a lot of money. Do we have to watch out for punitive? I don't know. Maybe. We lost an Apocalypse. We'll go see a bit about what their deck is about. Marcus Batty. We've learned nothing. IPO. Very good. Alright, we have the amped up, so we actually can Apocalypse. Apocalypsing 1 ice. Not great. Putting down a second same old thing. Also not the best here. On the basis that if we Apocalypse, we lose it, and we might need it. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to throw out a Retrieval run. And I like the Amped Up, because Amped Up lets us play the Apocalypse with our same old thing. Redacted is pretty solid. Just like a bit of a spoiler. Just a card name. Or like, I don't know. Or what it is. Like, we were expecting a console. Or we have a cool virtual resource. I'm assuming we have the new Anarch ID that's all about this, like, virtual animals. What's that about? Okay, they got a silly amount of money, so it's a really good time to play Peace. Wanton actually would have been really good here. Man, I wish I had Glut Cypher in this deck was a Wanton, but we can't get what we want. Yeah, we're gonna see new cards really soon. That's super exciting. Okay, well that's next turn, I guess. I don't know if we keep the stim hack. We could Retrieval run for nothing, really. We haven't found an eater yet. Can't run. I can't believe this button's highlighted. I don't know. They're not doing anything, so Wanton seems really good here. We probably actually want to just draw for breakers. We didn't find him. Most time for whatever NBN game net ideas. Yeah, it's a cool theme. For someone who works in video game stuff, I'm excited to see how that is. Virtual animals? I'm gonna have to stop playing Leela. I had no idea you're a Leela main. Yeah, there's a lot of virtual animals. Someone's gotta shake it up. I can tell bored when I start playing lots of IG. I haven't seen a lot of that spam in my meta, but IG's rotating soon, right? That's pretty cool. Hostile is 2, Turtlebacks is like some Hostile Instructor, some crazy stuff. Seen the Lord of the Rings digital card game was released. Seems to be the first major release from FFG's game dev team. I knew that was in public beta. I've never played that game. I play Arkham though, which is similar. I'd be interested to see how it is, and I think Arkham Horror might eventually get one of those, but I don't know whether I would. I definitely wouldn't play that as opposed to the tabletop. I think the most exciting thing is to figure out what their distribution model is. Like when you buy the product, do you get a code on the back that scans it to unlock it in the virtual game? Because that would be kind of rad. I'd be in on that for sure. And then they can sell the codes online for cheaper because they don't have to attach to a physical product. Localized product line. Oh fuck, we are going to figure out what's going on here. It's a really good turn to Wanton, but we can't get through a code gate or a barrier, so I don't know if we need to do it. Add 2 copies of Ice Wall? What the fuck is happening? What? Localized product line. 3 influence, pay 4 credits to add 2 copies of Ice Wall. And they went Ice Wall, Ice Wall. Oh, I meant I'm the IG player. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa! Whoa! Corroder! Yeah, Corroder! Got him! Greg tends to be substantially more eloquent than me, so design will probably do the reveal. And Zeke on dev team is also an excellent communicator. Super cool. Corroder! Are they like an program destruction? What are they doing? Because Marcus Betty, it might just be like, I don't know. I don't know. We could poke here. The worst case is a code gate. I think I'm gonna poke. Like if we take a DNA tracker that's really bad, because then we lose our wanton, which we really want. Oh, that's why. Okay. So we can want it. If we find an Obakata, we don't steal it. We just wanted them. We can also like do amped up wanton if we're like real jackasses. Is there ice in this deck? What is this? Hashtag all barriers. Well, they Betty, I don't think it's all barriers. There's no way it can be. 30 credits and go for ice walls? Yeah, that's fucked. That makes no sense to me. Maybe it's because they saw we have Sentry Breaker. They're like, well, I gotta get the barrier. I'm not nervous. What is this? That's good. I'm not gonna run last click because of snare. I guess we could lose our same old thing on the same old thing, which could be disastrous. I don't know. I feel like we're in an okay spot when they just have 3 ice walls over centrals. Because we could apocalypse their ice walls. Sounds bad. I'm gonna wait for them to go for a remote. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. No fear. No, we're gonna respect it. If they're doing something weird, we're gonna see it out. Mind you, they showed like 6 influence with that play, right? Like 3 for this, 3 for the ice walls. That's wild. Batty Tithonium seems possible. Yeah, it definitely could. It's not that bad for our deck. I guess for Corroder it is. We don't have Paperclip, but like, that means they're probably on Arc Lockdown. Okay, that's... Oh! Oh! They could play vanilla, I guess. I don't think you need to do ice walls, so they got the free Anansi. Alright. You win this one, my friend. Not the fuck. Yeah, they big brain does. This is a mutate. It's really cool. They played it blindly. They get a look at the top cards of the. Apparently, Anansi was just like the top card. Oh my god, I can't. That was. I'm impressed. Let's go. So we still know Ice Wall. Mutate has to be res, right? Yeah. Okay. So as long as we apocalypse them, they can't mutate out of it. So we really need to find a code gate breaker. We found a code gate breaker. We will apocalypse them with 1 card in hand. I will apocalypse them after. Lol, you can. I guess you could amped up Wanton for 1. No, we need our. What do we do here? I guess we throw a retrieval run. Cloud Saver's good now because his deck runs 3 ice walls. I just want Geist playable again. Yeah, I want Geist playable again. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go divide and conquer. Run R&D. Run HQ. Man, I wish just some of these cards were a Stargate. You know how good it'd be? This is gonna be expensive. This is not worth it. We shouldn't pay 3 cards. Because we're gonna run R&D anyways. This is a waste. We shouldn't do this. This is stupid. Hold on. Wait, hold the phone. That's dumb, because we're gonna run R&D anyways. Fuck that card. We'll see if Redacted number 2 helps him out. God damn it, David. David, do you want to actually introduce yourself, just for those who might not know who you are in chat? I don't know the title correctly. Head of something other than Ixay. I met David at Worlds like 2-3 years ago now. Lovely dude from New Zealand. Something there I'm missing? Nah. Nope. Alright. Not much learned. Not much gleaned. We'll run R&D. In theory, Swordsman would eat our eater, so we don't need to play it. Well, I won't make it cheap. I won't make it cheap for you. Fuck. Why does this deck not have DDoS? Bastard is what he is. Excuse me? Holy shit. It's expensive. Why the hate? You spelled that hate out real. Don't res it. Why res it? You're gonna lose it. Don't res it. Dredging 2 Nazis feels good. They have like Chiashi in their deck, no doubt. Please don't get snared. I warned you about Chiashi! Imagine we had Stargate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look, I did it properly. We still might not win this. Okay. What do we lose? Ah, oh, beans. That card would have been really good. That sucks. That really does suck. That's all our money. They have another mutate. Okay. Just some silly Kiwi who enjoys throwing out baseless speculation. Yeah, that's fair. That whole archetype felt so constrained anyways. Yo, that's kind of the problem I always have with those build around IDs like Stealth. It's like every smoke deck is like the same 30 cards, 35 cards. I'm worried to some extent that's going to happen with like the Anarch that needs to build around those you know, whatever, they're the companions. It's the same sort of idea to me. Like if we play this is all our money, and like we could do credit Stargate, close the game if this was a Stargate. I guess we're going to do it. It also feels bad to do this now, right? Because R&D is open. So this is just efficient. Yeah, we'll steal it. Access Excalibur. Wait, where did we hit that from Obokata from? That was from HQ. And Excalibur off the top. Okay. What is this? I don't know. Whoa. 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 That's cool. So they can mutate freely with this thing. Now, okay, what we're gonna do here is the unsafe play. We're gonna Queen's Gambit this, which means we will lose to punitive counterstrikes. I'm sure they're not on punitive counterstrike because their deck, if their deck does mutate and punitive, they win. If they do one of them, huh. That's Parker. How's it going, Argentina? Now we might die here to punitive. Seems okay so far. Okay. All right. We are okay. And again, this deck doesn't have DDoS. I should stop harping on this deck. All right, they're trashing a random card. That could be all we need. That could be all we need. No rush though, right? Oh wait, do we have a levy? Wait, same old thing. Hold the phone. I meant to be playing. Oh fuck. We don't have a levy. We don't have a levy. Our 3 same old things are in the bin. So we have a 1 in 3 chance of having a levy. We have a 2 in 3 chance of not being able to recur our deck. I realized now. Okay, so open form is going to tell us the top of the deck. So there's a Kakugo. They drew it, and they added 1 card on top of R&D. So what they're doing is cool. I expect this to be a Chiashi, which if they res, it's probably okay. If we have no deck, the downside to Chiashi doesn't exist. Yeah, we really have to believe in the heart of the cards of this one, Toke's. Like, we have a 1 in 3 of hitting our the card we want. 1 in 3, Levy AR Lab Access. Damn, we're good. Holy shit, we got a game. Oh, we're so good at this. We're so good at this game. Could probably day job there. It's a shame that mutate costs 2. Cost 0. Strange jangle like this wouldn't feel so wretched. Wait, mutate actually costs money? Oh, that's terrible. Skilled gameplay. Holy shit! That's max. Let's go. Kakugo revealed again. Added it probably to R&D. Server 3 again. They still have a lot of agendas that they need to score. If they score an Issei token, it's bad for us. It is actively going to be an issue. Now, we can't run here because Kakugo will trash your levy. So I think we're just going to levy. I think we're just going to day job into levy. I don't know, because like Kakugo would be an issue. Yo, Chris, how's it going? That's a max layer if I've ever seen one. Quit the game right now. Go to the casino. Pull your agendas on black. Oh my god. I think that like, oh shit. Reveals and draw Nisei. Uses open form to add 1 card from HQ to top of R&D. Okay, so there's a Nisei somewhere. So there's no card that will do damage to us during a run unless we consent to it. So we can probably apocalypse this. We can probably apocalypse this. It's going to be expensive. Breach Dome is a problem, so we'll run Archives first. It's unlike there actually could be a snare on top of R&D, which would be game losing because they can put a card on top of R&D. It might just be snare over and over again. Okay, so we're not gonna run through that because if we lose the levy, we lose the game. We could just run server 3. I don't see why we wouldn't. Oh, I guess we can't steal Obokata. They know it, so we're gonna just go ahead and levy. Glad Cypher seems bad. So we lost access to all our breakers. That actually was maybe an issue. We know this is a Chiashi, which will mill our deck, which seems bad now too. Maybe I didn't think this through well enough. We could divide and conquer. Oh, we can't actually. We can't even get through this. Fuck. What's face down here? MK Ultra and a Corroder. Let's find our programs. We didn't do that. Like, my kingdom for a fucking keyhole. You have a keyhole or a Stargate? You just fire it every turn and you win. What are we doing? I guess we might have to Glut Cipher to win. But then we can't access the cards that we Glut Ciphered. Like, it makes no sense. Oh yeah, we're brain damaged. Please no Nisei. Hoping it's the Obokata clears that hostile or that. Where's the DDoS? Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the DDoS is correct. They might just keep the Chiashi back on top of their deck just so they can mutate. They can mutate the Kakugo into a Chiashi. Alright, looks like it's Obo, that's fine. Clears the current. That's fine. Alright. So whatever we run will become a Chiashi. We will do nothing. So R&D is now like a really bad access because open forum, they're paying a credit every turn. Wait, they don't have to pay for this? We should probably trash this. They have an SSL. We're gonna just run HQ, right? I guess we can't access anything. So ideally we hit, with an AI installed, we hit the Chiashi, and then it trashes 4 cards on the top of our deck if we break it, or whatever the number is. And then we find our breakers. Glutcypher probably puts an Issei in Archives. It wasn't if it wasn't R&D. Is the whole time in my should I just be Glutcyphering? Maybe I should just be Glutcyphering. Because Glutcyphering has a chance of putting these cards in Archives. The thing is like we just can't get them after that. No, it's all good. Like I just don't have a way to access Archives. And then they get their Anansi's back, which would be upsetting. We can't give them Anansi's. Man, mutate cost 2. That's wild. I think we just contest the remote now. Why do we not have a DDoS in this deck? Alright, so they have an SSL somewhere. It's all same old thing, amped up. So this is a Chiashi, that's probably okay. We could even consider bouncing and just running server 3, because the Chiashi will hit this card. Yeah, that's fine. So when the runner breaks a subroutine on Chiashi, trash the top 2 cards of the runner stack. Well, we haven't broken anything. They shouldn't have done that. Oh, I haven't broken yet. Yeah, DDoS on this deck, huh? So do we want to take 4 net damage and flush our hands? No, I feel like we want to go through. What's it going to cost us? A lot. Nah, that's fine. A lot. Oh shit, that was a lot. Nah, that's all good. Playing on DDoS for most of the game until it looked like there was none of it. Yep. Apathy, it's going well. How are you? Lost the same old thing or a piece, that's fine. Just come on, give us a breaker. I've had worse Queen's Gambit. Losing I've had worse sucks. We do get our Black Orchestra. We don't have an MK Ultra, but we could actually consider running the remote. But I think we're just going to click through this. This is good to get it before they Nisei out. Doesn't feel great. At least their money sucks. And if they get like the Nisei token down, Apocalypse is really, really difficult. We just have no way. Like, we could break the Kakugo just to see what's in archives, because we access 0 cards, so it flips them face up. But it's all about finding a Corroder, and they can even like Nisei token the retrieval run, which would be fine. They're not even scoring server 3, and I think we've seen 2 NGO fronts. Oh, preemptive. Fuck me. Looks like they have a hedge fund in hand. Doing alright, working a ton. Now I can work and watch the Netrunner. Hey, what kind of work are you doing? Oh, it's genotyping. Excuse me. Not even preemptive. That's even more flexible. So we really need them Corroders. We still have 2. One of them is face down on the table. But I think we just run server 3. I would even same old thing stim hack server 3. If that's the option. Marcus Batty, Anansi, and 2 unseen cards. So it looks like we hit the SSL. Alright, so we don't have... I think we'll just run this. It's probably okay. That's probably fine. If something's really bad, we can just break it with Eater. But they only have 8 credits to res through stuff. An Ice Wall on its own will do it, but we don't... Their Ice Walls are in archives. Kakugo will do it. Unless we hit the Corroder. And we stim hack the remote now. Yeah, I think we do it and we went off of Nisei. Do we need to stim hack it? It's actually unlikely, right? I don't even think we need to stim hack it. Ah, fuck it, we'll stim hack it. Whatever. This is probably fine too. Like, it could be, we still have 4 cards to access if this is like a slow roll of the last Obokata. Looks like it's not. Looks like this is actually like a big ice too, which shouldn't be surprising. Yeah, there's the Nisei that we thought it was. Good game. All right, so their money just didn't do it, surprisingly enough. And that can happen a lot of times with the mutate decks. Like, you ever have to hard res a Chiashi, it's going to be an issue a lot of times. Also, some of these cards are really expensive. Like, this is a very expensive card. They had 2 of them. Wow, that's awesome. Cool deck. An IP attorney reading some patents tonight. Oh, super cool. Is that Glut-Cypher? Yeah, we haven't played it yet so far. It's a decklist of the week. I refuse to play Glut-Cypher, unfortunately. It never seems good. I might be wrong, though. I could see myself being wrong. Maybe I need to roll the dice more. I think I've just been kind of like burnt by this card because I played it once and like it actively... I played it like a couple times and it never helped. I can look forward to watching this later. See how bad I failed. That was cool. You got some cool reactions. But yeah, I don't know if you're watching this after Malice Lumen, maybe. I think you could just go for vanillas, right? You don't have to spend the Ice Wall credits. I feel like other ways to like stack R&D are really cool, or to like force res or de-res ice. I don't know how you do that, planting or some shit. Not sure. Man, but this deck, if it had DDoS and Stargate, would be in a pretty good spot. Like, you actually could pressure as opposed to, like, I hope we can Apocalypse this turn. Like, DDoS the remote is so good, too. All right. I feel like vanilla isn't good when there's a lot of turtles swimming around. Yeah, I agree, but they're playing a mutate deck, so they just need something cheap to mutate. But like, if you're playing one influence for Ice Wall, you could just play IP block for one influence, and then it's still a good deck, a card in a lot of matchups, you know? But like, you save influence playing vanilla, I think that's the biggest deal. And like, one strength Amakua. It's still gonna struggle with like your big shit, but yeah, Amakua's a problem. All right, hey, we're gonna build a deck, and by build a deck, actually build somebody else's deck. This is a deck list that Vincent, a player from Montreal, brought to our regionals, and I think it's fascinating because it does some really cool stuff, and this kind of reminds me of like a weird thing that we haven't done in a while here. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over. I don't know where my phone is. I gotta go find my phone because it's on my phone. But this used to be a thing that we used to do a lot more on the channel, and I haven't been doing a lot of like creative deck building, unfortunately, and I think it's largely because I just don't play a lot of I haven't had a lot of time recently to play Netrunner besides Thursdays. But the idea is like when a new card comes out, we would like try more stuff with it. And specifically the card I'm talking about is Hushuk. And the question is, can you play Hushuk out of faction? And I've never seen anyone really try that, and we're going to, and I think the results are pretty good. And I think the coolest thing about these results is that like they're super open-ended, which is really exciting. I just need to find the deck list because it's on my phone, and I think I took my phone somewhere. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. David says you're not wrong, but light suffers RNG exemplified and not in a good way. Yeah, it's kind of rough. I don't know, I feel about that to some cards too, that like when they roll really good, but when they're bad, they're bad. Like fucking, do you know what card really gets me? What's that one where they have the gun to the head? It's like the Run HQ thing. Trash, name a type, trash the thing. You know the card I'm thinking about. Embezzle. Embezzle like annoys the hell out of me because when it hits, not only do you trash 2 operations usually, but you also go and get 8 credits, which is crazy. Like it's so swingy. It's like either it does nothing or it gives you 8 credits and it does everything and wins you the game. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hushuk Lilo is pretty prevalent. Oh, that's actually super cool to hear. Also, what's up, Maui? How's it going? I haven't run a day to you too. Rhyme would be good too. Rhyme is never. I'll be right back. Just get on my phone. I found it. It was within reach the whole time. All right, let's do this. All right, so this is the deck as I built it. The credits for this deck, as far as I understand, go out to Eric George, a player from Toronto. You might know as credits at Hotmail. I don't think Eric knows that I'm talking about this deck online. I don't think it's a problem. I asked Vincent, who's playing it. He said, yeah, that's probably all right. So here we go. It's an Edward Kim deck, and this is the beginning of the discussion. When I saw Vincent playing this, I'd be like, yo, just play Freedom, it'd be better. And I don't know if that's wrong or not, but we're gonna just play it the way that it was played on that day. Toronto, sign of Canadian. Yeah, you don't say that last T. You never say that T. So this is a really cool deck because it's a Hushuk deck. And the question is, how do you make a Hushuk deck in Anarch? And it looks like the people that built this deck, Eric and maybe Vincent, they went for 1-cost cards. And this is really cool when you take an ID and you see like, I have to play a certain amount of 1-cost cards. How do I make it happen? And it's a cool thing with Hushuk because it can encourage you to play cards that don't see a lot of play, which is really exciting. And you'll see a couple weird cards in here for sure. A card that might not be weird is this is networking, which actually was really good on the day. There's a lot of Argus in my meta, a lot of outfit, a lot of people doing tags, and this card does a fair bit of work. Unfortunately, a big thing about this card where I saw it being bad was in Prisec can sometimes hit this, and Stimhack sometimes hits it. There's like a huge swing in Argus. If your Prisec hits the networking with the meat damage, and then they can't clear the tag with the networking, it's like a really, really big deal. But this card for one influence is probably pretty sweet. Maybe even in Criminal, but even outside of Criminal, especially for those people that don't play Misdirection, or more importantly, can't tutor Misdirection when they need it. Stimhack, it's a good card, and then Sure Gamble. And here things get super weird. Our console's Astrolabe for some reason. It's probably because it costs 1 influence and has a bit of card draw associated with it. Or sorry, not 1 influence, but one. It costs 1 because we're trying to Hushik out 1. This is where things get wild, and I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. It's worth noting that Vincent did well at this regional. So another 1-cost card that's in here, Lucky Charm. Honestly, pretty cool. This is a really good answer to like border control. Nobody expects it. It puts HQ pressure in a deck that already does want to run HQ usually once a turn, which is kind of cool. Maybe that double dips on the pressure, but fuck it. We need 1-cost cards. You could do worse than this, right? Let's play some other stuff. Earthrise Hotel, Liberated Accounts. Another 1-cost card that's generally great as a 1-of. Edward Kim already has 1 link. Why not have 2? Let alone bad publicity is a cool way to go. We're not playing Mining Accent. And then this is where things got really nuts. 3 copies of spoilers. I was like goading Vincent, be like, there's no way this is right to play it. Because there's a lot of decks that are only scoring 5/3s. And if you're scoring 5/3s, if you get this down late in the game, it does nothing. And sometimes it only fires once and then the game is over. But luckily in our meta, there's a lot of people playing Argus. There's a lot of people playing like Titan, and Titan may be a bit too fast for this, but the idea is this: it's a 1-cost that's cheap. It's good to put down whenever, and once it's up, like against like a deck that has to store like hostiles and everything and like disrupts combos, it's kind of cool. And whatever, we'll play it. We have a bunch of breakers, a fair bit of breakers, just so we're not rushed out. Cool thing is we can play paperclip. There's so many other ways we can build this deck. We'll talk about it in a second. And I think the only thing... Oh, I'm missing cards. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a fair bit of cards. Give me a second. What did I fuck up? Oh, I'm not missing. I'm just missing this. The one thing that was told is that the list had 2 data suckers, but now it's at 45 cards. So if we do 2 data suckers, it's 46 cards. We could consider dropping like a Black Orchestra. Data sucker is really good because it's a 1-coster and it's pretty good. But that's it. He got 2 spoilers turn 1 against my combo sports medal. It was a sad time. Got him. Okay, and now this is the thing, is like I looked through the list of 1-cost cards, and there's a fair bit of cool ways to do this. I think one way that I'm going to try after this is play this in Freedom, because Freedom has access to a lot of really good 1-cost cards. Obviously, Data Sucker is important, but we also have Yusuf. And the cool thing with Yusuf, not only is it really good against an acid deck, which is really important. Yo, Jack, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Not only is Yusuf really good against acids, which is a thing that does exist in the meta, but it also is a 1-cost card. On top of it, another card I really wanted to try, and I think it's actually probably worth it in the deck, is EMP Device. And this does seem weird. This works well with Lucky Charm, or maybe this takes your Lucky Charm slot. But this is like a cool answer that Anarchs can play early game when it comes to like those Jinja decks. And I think this is honestly probably not the worst card. Like against any deck that's running a remote. Like we're even seeing Argus decks, like the way Roberto plays them, as you see, is like 3 or 4 ice on a remote. You can pop an EMP device with a Lucky Charm. You're generally going to get in no matter what. And that's actually really cool. And that's really powerful. It's boring for you. I don't know what that means. Trickster's Taxa, that's definitely a good card too. You can play it, it's an option. Is it more impactful than spoilers? It depends if your economy is like failing or not. I don't think it will be, but it's definitely an option. There's a lot of really cool 1-cost cards. Even like, fuck yeah, I don't know. Do you play Ghost Runner? You don't play Ghost Runner. You don't. Flip Switch was said. Flip Switch is also a really strong card. You can play this, 1 influence, 1 cost. This one is a bit more, and I guess Lucky Charm is too, like it will disappear halfway through the game. This might be my favorite art in the whole set. That's pretty good. Anyways, there's some really cool stuff you can do. I'm excited to play this deck. I'm excited to play it in Freedom. But Hushuk is a hell of a card. It really is a hell of a card in the late game. Nobody protects R&D that strong against Anarchs. You can even like Hushuk, like if Hushuk fails, you still trash an operation, which is super underrated. Like I remember Vincent Hushuk me, I'm like, haha, no agenda. He's like, trash Audacity. I'm like, fuck. Flip switch is cheeky if you're running run amok too. Yeah, I guess it is, but that's a entirely different deck. Run amok is way too expensive. Cool deck, thank you. It's not mine for what it's worth. Also, if you want to do like one cost Hushuk decks, and you're going to see this, I have no doubt you're going to see this. Like play Hushuk in Criminal, and then you have the new console, which doesn't cost one, but you can play Flip Switch, you can play Lucky Charm. Most importantly, you can play what's it called, Public Terminal, which is a one cost. Like there's some cool builds you got here with one cost Hushuks and Criminal. Like this is alive and well, and I think you can play Hushuk in probably anything. This is pretty rad. This is pretty rad. And this is strong. Hushuk's a strong ass card. This is something we used to do where it's just a strong ass card. Try it in everything. See how it goes. We're gonna call it the Devotion. I think the name I have on JNet or on NetRunDB when this deck list was linked to me was just Weird Guy. And I'm not gonna call it that. Yeah, we could not play 46 cards. We probably shouldn't. I don't know what to cut. We'll play it like this and then see what we're gonna cut. Timmy, how's it going? What'd it do, Andre? It wins with Hushuk and Central Pressure. That's the best I got. And Remote Pressure, you have some cool tricks. How's it going, by the way? Here we go. New runner. Not Freedom, shit. What does what do? Am I missing something, Kobe? I don't know. Anytime I play Edward Kim, though, besides the link, I always feel like I'm fucking up and I should be playing Freedom. And I feel like I'm going to get that opinion here, too. Close to La Roche. Plays a lot of Blue Sun. So Edward Kim's pretty cool. Called it. Edward Kim's actually pretty cool. Maybe the question's about his splash screen. So this is okay. We have a limited counts, which is fine. We can run early. We don't have David or any way to really threaten them on the early game when it comes to like overstate AI. Thanks, you too. Zero did nothing wrong. Unbanned Zero. Heavens no. We can trash overstate AI. We can trash building blocks. We can trash punitive counter strikes. They're probably also running one copy of Arc Lockdown. They're probably running Trojan Horse. We have some cool targets here. I think we can just do the money lit Earthrise play, which is fine if they don't ice up. A lot of these decks don't run hard-hitting news, and we might not have to respect it. In theory, we should. I don't think Closes runs hard-hitting news in their Waylands, in their Blue Sun specifically. They kept, which is really scary, because it means they have a building blocks Chiashi, or like overstate AI Chiashi early. Oh, that's very kind. No joke. Into the lobby. Yeah, there you go. So there's the overstate AI into Chiashi. So it looks like we're gonna play slow. We're not gonna get off the early central run. 4 credits, there's not that much to the punching they could res. It could be like a Hortum, border control, all that stuff is like mediocre. So I think we're just doing credit. We're gonna hit him, put down our Earthrise, and start the draw going. We're definitely gonna have run the remotes in this game. It's really hard with the Chiashi, right? We don't have David, we don't have Cutlery. So this might be a bit of a rough matchup, but at least we can trash punitives and other stuff. I tried Gag at Fresno Regionals and CA and it did well. Oh, cool. Chiashi returning for 12 credits. There's a lot of good one-cost cards in Criminal too, like, what's his name? Polop. You can really do something cool. There's a building block for the Chiashi. I didn't realize this card installed it at the same time. I thought it was just like overstate AI. That's really good. It's a really good card. All right, so we're drawing. They're drawing. We can get our spoilers down too. I don't know what their agenda suite is. I think it's like 6 3-pointers and then 2 hostiles. So this is going to be one of those matchups where it doesn't do too much. We do have the paperclip, which is really good, but I think they're definitely on consulting visit into Arc Lockdown. Specifically, this deck can like really easily run Trojan Horse, so we don't want to throw these things out if we don't need to. Money also does definitely matter, so I think we're just gonna like do that button. Activist also might be worth playing, but we generally want to do that once they jam at the remote, because I don't know if they're running currents. And we can keep an I've had worse in hand if we really want for punitive or face checking Chiashi or like a DNA tracker. Orion is also a card. Let's see if we can spoil some stuff. Turn to spoilers. It's GG. Got him. Man, spoilers is fun. It's probably misclick. There's no way they want that there. Oh. There you go. Yeah, okay, there you go. I really wish Eternal wasn't a broken dumpster fire because there's so many cool combos I'd love to try. Yo, I was looking through the Eternal, like through all the cards, and I was like thinking, because that was like something that was like really strange. Is that in the Eternal format that there was a tournament that Nisei ran. Everyone just ran like Andy with all the good stuff, but there's so much shit that's like straight up broken that nobody is playing, which I think is a damn shame. I think we're gonna like Hacktivist and Astrolabe. I think we want to draw once for an econ card. There, we got it. Like turn 1 against a corp, what do you do? Play 419, turn 1, you run archives, you credit cutting down a black card. So now if you ever expose a card, they have to res it, an ice, and then just start deuces wilding shit. Like, that's fucked. Alright, spoilers fired, they cleared our current. Feels bad. This is probably reduced service. We could interact with them. I don't know. Nothing really feels good here. We just need money. What deck is this? This is a. I'll pop it up real quick. So do a screen cap. But this is this deck. This is something that was built by Eric George and Vincent played it. It's kind of cool. I feel like running Archives for a data sucker isn't particularly strong. Oh, we trashed a hedge fund. Now we also wasted our ability. Unfortunately, this could be a Chiashi. It probably isn't though. Okay, I'm gonna throw one of these out, If they arc lock down the paperclip, it's fine, because we have another one in hand. And we access the card, so in theory Trojan Horse is online. I also don't think this Astrolabe is gonna fire, but it's just like now we have a Hushik for 3 if we draw it. And they could be on border control. Yeah, credit cutting out a fucking blackguard. Have fun. It's gonna be cool. Alright. Do we just run it? We could. Don't have a stim hack. We might want to draw into a stim hack. We don't have it. So that's an Atlas with the counter, which is an issue. I feel like, I don't know if we can interact with them that well. I think we have to force a res here. We could just play all this stuff. Get that spoilers value. Another spoilers here would have been the best thing. Also, we haven't seen any NGO fronts. I don't know if Blue Sun runs NGO fronts. Yeah, they probably do. They are a remote deck. We have all copies of Black Orchestra. They're not even scoring, so it does look like an NGO. I think if it's an agenda, they might actually res the reduced service, but with archives open, it's like, it's still pretty good. So they can bounce it. Yeah, there's the NGO front. Another spoilers off the top would be okay. And ooh, Crisium Grid on R&D. It can actually be anything because they can move it around. That's obviously a really big problem for our Hushik deck. Did find the spoilers. We want a bit more money. Not exactly what we want there. And we're going to just take 2 credits and throw this out. Our money is coming in too slowly. Run that in Zadadai. There's also all these good like 1-cost viruses for Hushik, but they all like trash themselves when they purge. Like Zadadai and Lamprey. D1 is kind of cool too. Alright, so unfortunately we don't have an I've had worse. This is terrible. I really don't think we're going to be doing anything. The corporate grant's great with Zadadai. We don't really have a play here. That's probably an Ash, I don't know. This feels really bad. We have to install like a Crisium. This is really, really bad. Sorry? Alright, so they loaded this up. They should have done a 3rd click, so we can't run it. That's cool. That's a really cool play. Oh, they did do it on a 3rd click. Alright, hopefully it's a food. Could just be an SDS. We only lose a data sucker, which would be okay. We know it's not a... Sometimes they run SSL, sometimes they run like the public city project. The city works project or whatever it's called. The one that takes me damage, because they are a punitive deck. We're gonna mill 2 cards here. Gonna write Ice Up Archives first. So to run this, it cost us 8 credits. Our economy is just not doing it. That's strong. I think we have to run HQ. We have to put the pressure on. Let's see a Chiashi. We're probably trashing operations. Usually they're holding 4 operations. They haven't had a lot of ice, which is pretty good, but this is just good enough. Yeah, we will. I guess 7? That's really good. That's one of the cheaper ways to break it. I think Lamb's the cheapest. I click it too many times. So that's incredibly expensive. Pay to steal. We should have used a data sucker, but I guess we didn't know we were gonna steal it. Like, it's so hard for us to get this thing down. So in theory, we can like Lucky Charm run server 1 and we'll probably get in. But then we died a single punitive. Yeah, then we so died a single punitive. Do we want to risk it? Like, we can't steal 3 points in the same turn. That's crazy dangerous. Because, yeah, we could drop Lucky Charm run, right? They're going to have way more money than us, and we sold 6 points. Yeah, we died a single punitive. That seems bad. So I don't think we're going to do that. I think we will play the Earthrise. This makes us really weak to... I don't want to throw these out just because they have Arc Lockdown. Do it? I don't know. It seems like an easy way to lose the game. They have like really specific punishment. Spoilers. I wish spoilers fired on steel. Ooh. Respect. Alright. It's a good start. This deck doesn't have a caddy in it. So our money's like super limited. We're gonna stim hack R&D because we want to trash the Chrysium. Because we can actually, in theory, win with this. Like, Hushuk will win. Spoilers would be playable. Yeah, I totally would. Install Black Orchestra, yeah. So we might as well break it. This fires. The roll the bones kindly. Event, resource event. Alright, so we lose 3, they gain 3. So what are we gonna do here? If we want to break it, it's 3 credits. Just as good as losing it. We know we have a gamble liberated into Career Fair. That's a really good draw with Earthrise Hotel. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Probably should have let that fire, actually. I did the math wrong. Data sucker math. So we really need to trash Chrysium here. We'll access the deck first. Rashida. We could just play Hacktivist, but whatever. Yeah, this deck runs 2 Chrysiums a lot of time. So it's what? The order was sure gamble, so we can draw, and then we can't play the gamble. So we just click for a credit here. Now we can do Hushuk. Down to 4 cards. Okay, this one seems the least good. Yeah, we still actually can get a way out of this. Like, it's free to run R&D. They can always like res an ice, bounce it, and return it. Like, they can move their res dice around. We're also making this a lot worse, and this is a really expensive. Well, not really expensive. It's 4 credits. It's not bad. Ash is 2. It's better than Ash. So they're bouncing reduced service. SSL giving them money. Drawing once. So I think we do gamble into... oh, if we do gamble to Hushuk, we lose our Career Fair. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see 4 cards. The data sucker would have made it 5. And we know we're not going to draw another 1 coster for a minute. Ooh, so that's reduced service, right? Resing it? Okay. Paying for it as well. So we'll draw for the Career Fair, and then we'll Hushuk here. This is really good. 4 cards, generally good. We'll trash an operation where it comes to worst. Event, event, event. That's the worst case scenario. So stim hack, inject. No advance encounter. I don't know what this is. They can gain 3. Like, they already have 12 from Chiashi if they pick it up, so whatever. Alright, so what do we got? SSL, building blocks, source, say, barter. We'll take the SSL. So we are weak here to double punitive if they have all of it. We shuffle the deck so we don't know what they're going to draw into. If we career for down liberated, it doesn't change how dead we are to punitive, so it might be okay. Oh, it makes it worse because of the trace, but they're going to have enough money to do it twice. Like, to do this twice, they have to boost. We have Link. Archivist would be a good draw right here. I think we're going to die anyways to double punitive, so this doesn't change much. Yeah, we lose to double punitive. Yeah, I think you're right, Koga. Then ideally, we just wait a couple turns until we Hushik into it. For what it's worth, we have an inject coming up, right? So they're drawing, they're looking for it. So we have stim hack, which is okay. Inject, which is better. And then networking, which we don't need. You can just Hushik into victory. Yeah, totally. Oh, we could have done it there. Yeah, you're right, because of shuffles. It's a bit risky. Yeah, we probably could have done it there. Oh, looks like we're okay. Yeah, we probably actually should have just Hushik there, huh? They're getting a lot of money. Hushik's a strong-ass card. So inject, we want a 1-coster, we found it. So we can just Hushik here, we'll see 4 cards. They really can't stop it. Event, resource event. Let all subroutines fire. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a big chance. We can steal the drone, we have a program installed. Border control, Rashida, fuck. Border control, Fairchild 3, Rashida, reduced service. IPO. So what do we can trash, we can't trash the Rashida, so it's basically we trash the IPO. Feels good. I'll take the money. So networking doesn't seem that good. Stim hacking seems okay. Stim hack is not the worst, but we just want to Hushik once more. For what it's worth, actually, stim hacking archives, like there's a chance the winning agenda's here, and they still have to score a fair bit out, so like the spoilers are gonna do work. I've had worse seems less important now because they can't punitive us. Generally, if we steal, we win the game. And this is one of the matchups where turntable is so much better than, I guess it's not gonna matter now, but this is not doing anything. So we just keep Hushiking, right? Why didn't you Hushik again? Yeah, last turn we could have. This turn we can't because we did too late in the turn. We didn't have money. Most importantly, we didn't have money. We were down to 0. Two link also. Pretty cool. Alright, we're just gonna do it again. Maybe we win. I don't know. They res reduced service. We have 1 billion credits. Alright. We don't have the same old thing, so this is legitimately the last Hushik. Event, resource event. Okay, cool. So we have cast coming up into gamble into the last spoilers. So worst we can do draw spoilers. We can't, we don't have enough clicks. Fuck. Surveyor, building blocks, Chiashi, slot machine. We'll trash the building blocks, I guess. Alright, so we actually have to win off the remote now. Or off the spoilers, more importantly. We haven't seen a preemptive yet, either. Stim hack archives, no fear. Oh, it's no rush. It's no rush. If they preemptive, there's a rush. I think the thing we want to get on the table is the spoilers as soon as possible. So what we're going to do, instead of drawing, we're just going to run R&D again. The worst is if all 3 line up. So I don't want to cast, I don't want to gamble. So we can do run. We'll just try and win off singles. Yeah, you can just check the top of R&D, totally. Yeah, we're just going to do this a bit. Don't they win on the next 5-3? Yeah, they do. But like they have to double advance it. So if this fires, it's a problem. Event resource hardware, so nothing happens. We lose our bad pub. That's a border control. Okay. That's an issue for archives. So we can't get the spoilers down where we click short. So the double advance here is bad. 37 credits. We still have a stim hack. We can still make a lot of money, right? Looking at the liberated gamble stim hack. Sturmherk. This deck also does probably have like a single Marilyn or Adonis. Like there is something that you jam into the remote that isn't an agenda. You can lucky charm for border control. Yeah, you can. We just have to run HQ first, right? Which is very expensive. Okay. So now this is a problem. Because we can't do everything. Man, we saw 9 cards, no agendas. But I guess there's a fair bit out of the game. So there's a border control right here. So if there's double border control, we're fucked. So it's basically run R&D stim hack archives, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're not running HQ. Yeah, seems unlikely. They have surveyors too, for what it's worth. We do have 2 link, but... So I think we run our... The question is like, they have trashables, so do we try and run R&D twice? I don't think it matters that we gamble, so I think we can run R&D once. Then we can like liberate it if we need to. Run R&D again, archives, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna access with 1 card. How much do we need to trash this thing? A reduced service. I don't know. It's probably like 3. So what's our... Stay on page. What's our plan here? So we could liberated, run R&D, then run R&D, stim hack archives. Yeah, it's probably fine. Hey Dan, how's it going? You have Lucky Charm? Yeah, we do, but we have to run HQ first. Hardware program inject. So Astrolabe's not good, Data Sector's not good, Inject's not good. So I can fire, whatever. We lose 2 credits. Fairchild 3. Okay, so it's not on the top of R&D. So we can stim hack archives. We also, for what it's worth, could stim hack HQ. But if it's a border control, it's really bad. I think we'll stim hack archives. If it's a border control, we'll run again. Small chance we win here. Not unlikely. This is going to be like an Orion or something massive, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we played it right. We didn't run last click. And if they res it, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. They could be fucking with us. But this is why you don't run this last click. No, we can't do that. Fuck. Huh. Alright, I'm assuming it's not an NGO front. Ah, damn it. So you can use that money? What do you mean? Good game. So we got a bit unlucky. Like we fired 2 Hushuks and got nothing. We saw 9 cards, no agendas. I was very flooded. Oh, oof. Yeah, that was the other choice. What's in front of the Chiashi? Yeah, that was the only problem, is whether this was a border control. Because I think we should have ran HQ. The thing is, if there's something in archives, they don't double ice archives. They just bluff it, right? RD liberated stim hacks archives. Thought about putting reduced service on RD, but with so many agendas in HQ. Yeah, we just need to know what this is. Ooh, archivist fires. It's an Afshar. Oh, neat. I was thinking of doing HQ then archives, but was worried about border control. All right, so we could have had it. We could have had it. We definitely wanted to run HQ. The fact that maybe we saw 9 in R&D and we didn't see anything maybe means that they're definitely in HQ. We should probably keep that in mind a bit more often. If you don't see them R&D, they have to be somewhere. Again, there was 5 in archives, but scoring mode is Blue Sun, Surveyor, and Chiashi. Yeah, that was, yeah. Can't do that. Border control BS, I'll let border control be 12, yes. Remote is BS, Surveyor. Oh, border control, Surveyor, Chiashi. So, could we actually run the remote? This is 7. This is fucking 5. So this would be 4 plus 7, which is 11, and the remote, we still have to break Surveyor, actually, even if it doesn't matter. Beans. Yeah, alright, we could have done it. Let's do it again. I feel like Freedom wouldn't have been better. I feel like Kim was okay in this matchup. Haha, spoilers, got him. Howdy, Andre. Your last guy's a nice dude. Hope to see him again. Yeah, Roberto's a great guy. I've no doubt he'll be around again. Hey, cheers. Take it easy. Alright, cool. Let's do another one. How are you doing, puppy? Roberto's been like a big thing in the Netrunner scene in Montreal for like a really long time. Doing all the organizing of stuff now that Nisei with the organized play, which is really cool. Like he'll buy all the sets, he'll set up all the events. Really, really good dude. We're a runner, yeah. If you're new here, by the way, what's up? Smashball Grid. Specifically if you're new to the game, maybe new to this channel as well. It's like super easy to make an account on Twitch specifically. It's a bit harder on YouTube, but you just have to have like a Gmail account, I think. Maybe ask some questions, say hi in chat. That's a really good way to meet people and also to learn the game. I'll try to explain most stuff. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm good, thanks for asking. I hope you're having a good one. I am. I'm a bit tired, but I'm doing okay. It's a long weekend, actually, here. I guess in America it is too, right? Yep. Alright, so whenever I see Kentucky Biotech, it's one of two things. It's either they want to hit you with an urban renewal and then they're going to kill you with their ability, or the other option is that they're going to just motion stuff out and you're going to take brain damage. So, don't know, I live in Mexico. Oh, no way! Super cool. I don't know if you have, like, there's no Labor Day in Mexico, is there? Merca. Gotta love getting paid holidays. Merca. How many viewers? Not sure. I don't see the numbers. Alright, so we have Liberated opening, we have Hacktivist, which is good pressure. What would we want? We'd want maybe an MK Ultra. We have no Expose. We want to run Centrals. So having an I've had worse is cool when we face tank a snare turn one. But we can trash Motion, which is pretty cool. 31 on YouTube, 24 on Twitch. Oh. Chad says it's around 50 on the two channels. Slub gift. Ooh, they're gonna tell us what's in their hand. Thank you. Breach Dome, Fetal AI, Kakugo, Snare, Sting. Real well socialized net damage here, huh? Oh god, they don't want us interacting with them. Okay, so all this is a problem. We have 46 cards, so we have a bit of a bigger deck, which is pretty good. Fuck, it's full trap. Dia del Trabalho. It's on May 1st. Oh, cool. That's a nice time to put it. I'm gonna get 1 to 5 years. I'm gonna stream Hitman Blood Money. I like Blood Money for a bit. I'm a big Hitman fan. I'm already gonna sit back. Think I own around 3 different copies of Blood Money. So they just drew Fetal, Kaku, Snare, Sting, Sting. So Kaku on R&D. Hand is Sting, Sting. So Sting is actually like really fucking annoying, right? So Sting specifically, the math on it's wild. Spoilers versus Sting is a great matchup. Oh shit, we should just rush spoilers out, huh? But then they just get Breach Domes in there. When a player scores and steals his agenda, do X net damage, X equal to the number of copies of Sting, and the other player score area +1. So they're basically gonna get us to a point where they just flip and we die. There's no way they're not on the flip identity. Drawing feels terrible. I don't want to draw as... We're gonna draw as little as possible. I have a Pirate Piece version, a version of PS3 controller edition, and a free version that was given on Xbox Gold. Oh, I think that's like this week or whatever. Alright, so this could be Sting or Breached. I think they can have a Sting. We'll find a spoilers. I did not think the turnout entirely. We have to play this. Like, it's a lot of our money is in this card. Biotech Greenhouse with Biotic Labor and Improved Protein Source is my favorite. There was an argument why to play the, you know, the one that like shuffles the archives back into R&D? Back in the day, the reason to play that was only if you were in a max matchup. You would do that, and then you would win against max. You'd just wait for max to deck herself, and then you'd shuffle everything back in. It was awesome. Okay, this is the start of something good. They can mill us out a bit with this. Archivist can actually be good. I didn't check. So this is what, security or initiative? Let's see how good Nisei has been at subtyping. That's an ambush. Seems accurate. Ambush. Fuck. We are drawing more than we need to. I'm not gonna play Hedgehog. We don't need it. I loathe Shinteki trap kill decks. Yeah, it's like a totally stressful experience. I think on JNet that's a problem, is like a lot of people don't care and they just kind of run wantonly. Man, if we had wanton, it'd be a good matchup. Drawing last click. This is how we win. We get our one costers down, and then we play that card. Looks like they're going to score. I assume that's a Hokusai. We're going to lose some cards here, unfortunately. We're just going to play all our one costers. We're now at 3. So to get through a Kakugo, we also need a Paperclip, which we have access to. I guess if we throw one card out, yeah, we'll throw out this. So we'll just click for whatever. We'll click for credit and then just throw this out. And so that we can Hushik here. Oh, there you go. It is Urban Renewal. So playing this actually would have been good. Yeah, networking is cute, isn't it? It's pretty good in a certain meta. Yeah, so if we don't hit this, we die. I really hate this card. It's like, can you get in here or are you dead? And I honestly don't know. Inject here is actually really scary. We have access to... We need to get this in the bin somehow. Yeah, we'll see if we hit a Black Orchestra. We didn't. And now we're going to overdraw. This is probably a misplay. Alright. No DNA tracker. Okay. What do we lose? Hushik, fuck me. Best card. No, and they're just gonna preemptive that shit back and back over. Oh, we have a price tag. And they didn't pay for it. Oh, they did pay for it. I don't know, do we? We're gonna throw something out. Clear tag for 0, best value. And a card, don't talk about the card. We lost our Hushik, that's the worst. That's the worst. We're halfway through a deck too. Give or take. Alright. Yeah, they're just preemptive, like that's all this is. It's like grind you through this. I really don't like a stack archetype at all. Like this is the sort of deck you have feedback filter and money, I think you just run through it. Thought about SOT? Yeah, it's a bit too slow. The meta I play is like really fast. We lost MK Ultra and Black Orchestra, that's good. Like, I don't think this is gonna actually matter. Oh, we didn't play the Hacktivist. Beans. Yeah, Hacktivist is okay now. I actually wanted to play it. We do have a spoilers though, that's kinda cool. Okay. So Hushik hits 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, not the worst. They're definitely an Obokata, which is the problem. So how many I've had worse have we lost? Just 1, I think. No, not even. Okay. Hey, Parallel, how's it going? How you doing? Standard price tags a chance to snipe the network anyways. Yeah, it doesn't say a run net damage deck, so like it's not worth keeping. I don't know. Looks like they're gonna score something, so score a fetal. I don't care, I guess. What's HQ? A bunch of snares? Doing good. Like the surface look of this Kim deck. It's cool. It's a Hushik deck with 1 costers. We just play feedback filter, right? I do love traps with 1 advancement. Traps with 1 advancement makes Andre run. Yay, stink. Oh, we lost our second Hushik! Are you fucking kidding me? We had 7 cards! That happened twice! How do we win this? What? The first one's like a 1 in 8. That's a 1 in 7. Fuck! You serious? Be so tilted right now. Tough to deal with 1,000 cuts. I can say relatively calm. I'll still yell about that. That's nuts. That's so nuts. I don't think I want to run this. It's like a fetal. I don't care about fetal. Like we had an Ivan worse. Could have been so much better. Skill-based gameplay. Ah, fuck. Not much we do here. Caddy would be so sweet in this deck. Especially if it costs 1. We need a cheaper caddy. It's cool how Hushik also makes, if this card was more expensive, it'd be better. I think that's cool. I feel like money doesn't matter that much. I don't want to play this when they score the fetal. Like, I don't want to play the current. Gamble, credit. I don't know. Everything's a snare at this point. This is where I wish Keel's a thing. We got Stargate. Stargate would be so good. It's in front of Kakakugo though, and this deck doesn't have Hippo, unfortunately. Also could be a Ronin, but I guess we do have the Avid Worst, so there's a small chance. They still need Biotic or some shit. Like, I'm just gonna get impatient. Like, I think we just play all the spoilers. Yeah. Play all the spoilers and hopefully they lose. Hopefully they lose. Just make sure you can run the remote. I think we're not gonna draw anymore. We're just gonna click for 4 credits a turn. That's our plan. Plan sounds okay. Just gonna click for credits. No. What? Huh? How? How do we do that? Weird. Poke HQ? See those cards of TPs in there? Nah, there's snares in there. There's snares in there. I'm not going in there. We'll get 3 spoilers down. We only have 15 cards left. Like, we can't afford to hit a snare. We can barely afford to steal an Obokata. Armitage, yeah, Armitage actually was the thing that I was talking to Vincent about. I was like, is Armitage better than Spoilers? And Spoilers is pretty fun. But Armitage might just be better. Armitage is not a bad card. What the fuck is that server? So now they just build a server that's like impossible to run, and they just jam their like urban renewal. So like we're just gonna click 4. If we had 2 editors in hand, we'd be even more safe, but like, I don't know. Not replacing for spoilers. Good. Oh, hey, they're forcing us to draw. No! Hot tech. Oh no! The astrolabe is hurting us. All right, now we can like want and run and stuff, and we're gonna hit the, what's it called? The one that wipes your whole hand if you lose the side game. It's a snare, whatever. Pay 0 to trash snare. No. It stops us from drawing the astrolabe. Sheeta, okay. 2 snares, unlikely. Fetal, yeah. So we have to clear the tag or we lose the spoilers, which would be upsetting. So we're gonna lose some cards here. I don't think that worked out well for us. Yeah, we don't have a lot of cards. This astrolabe is gonna be a liability. Oh, we lost our IFED Worses too. Alright, so do we have one more Hushik, right? That'd be cool. Cool if we had a Hushik. Speak, and it'll come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically we want to find one more agenda point and we just Hushik for Obokata. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, on its own it's not enough. And we don't have any more iPad worsts. Oh, we have one more and 5 cards. Okay, we're just gonna click for credits. And then hopefully they draw us into a card and then we pop up with Hushik on that turn. Man, if we had a second Hushik, like, we'd close the game now. We just do Hushik into Hushik. Oh, fuck, they can do that. Well, that was close. Why are they always drawing after they install? That's never right. So we need an access with 6 cards, right? Yeah, we're just gonna mill out. Oh, that's okay. Because we need... That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Yeah, that's a huge fuck up, right? Oh no, we'll still do it. No, then we die. No, we won't die. We have this. So we need to hit Obokata here or we're fucked. And if we hit Obokata, we're probably still fucked. Yeah, that one wasn't trash. That one we got lucky, right? Alright, that's bad. Alright, now we lose. Probably an HQ. One more Sting, which does 2 damage, I think. Maybe 3? I don't know what the math on this is. Yeah, okay, so 2 damage. Oh. Yeah, 2 damage. Oh, Astrolabe. So we didn't trash the snare, so that like the Astrolabe was a bit better for us. We're stealing Obokata. IP block. Trace us. We have 2 link. Yeah, we can still one off archives for sure. Oh, I forgot they res an urban renewal. Okay. What do we do? Oh, I feel so naked. They took my arm. Do we just run archives and hope? It's a fetal. The thing is, if we run archives and we don't win, we lose because they've just flipped their identity. The thing is, like, if we're gonna hit one fucking breach dome and then they flip their identity, I don't think we do it yet. Oh wait, Cloud Saber would win you the game here. Yeah. Oh, it's on the table? Wait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. So if we ran that, we would have won. Whatever. Yeah, we lost on our own terms would have been good. That was the only card we lose to, for what it's worth. Oh, that actually does do a trace. A feed on 3 breach domes. Ah, beans. Yeah, if we ran archives, we would have won. Fuck. I wasn't playing around this one. This one we weren't playing around. I totally forgot about this one, but like there's nothing else that kills us there. Oh, in theory, because they're on Obokata, they can't be on, what's it called? Bioethics, but like, I guess Neural, but then they can't do Neural Flip. Yeah. Even 1 damage stops you from stealing fetal. Yeah, but you choose the order, right? So it doesn't matter. Right? Like, we just steal the fetal first. R&D, then Arc. Yeah, we can't. How's it going, Herson? We can't, because then we can't steal fetal. Sting, like, does 2, no? Deck did 3 and then flip. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was the only lethal card, so I don't feel terrible about that. Like, this is a 1-of in the deck. And they need to install it naked on one of these servers. But we could still feel from archives off of that. The problem is, like, if we hit a breach dome we didn't steal, like, we couldn't steal Obokata, so it had to be breached or Sting. It might have been worth running through the deck list, but then they flip and we die. Fetal doesn't fire in archives? No, it doesn't. No, he doesn't. But then we die to snare on R&D. That's a problem. You're right, if we run through this, it's fine, but then we die to snare. Like, snare here will be a problem. We've seen 2 snares so far. It actually could have just been 1. You still have to pay 2 credits, which obviously would have been an issue. Wouldn't have. Use 2 brackets on that goal. What does that mean? Yeah, we definitely could have had it. Gotta play around this one. Deck does what it wants to do, I guess. Does this deck do anything cool? I guess Hushik is cool. If we had more Hushiks, that would have been easier too. So we got a bit unlucky there. We got ripped with the Hushiks. And still, we can try this in Freedom at some point. Maybe we'll even do it tonight, because I think Freedom could do this sort of deck actually good. Hey, 00B, maybe Ubi. Forgot about the fetal restriction. Interesting. How's it going, by the way? Thanks for the follow today. I get that notification. Yo, this dude here, credits, probably playing the deck that we're playing. This is the guy who made the deck. Ooh, Wayland. Alright, so we have money in our opening hand. We have the Archivist, which is Link, which is pretty okay. I believe Hostile is one of these things. I believe they both count. We're gonna keep this hand. It could be worse. Thanks, you too. So Tokyo is in chat, so they know what we're up to. This is course at Wayland, so money probably matters. I'm just gonna ice up centrals. Always forget that like Kim has value, so we're just gonna get this down early because I think a lot of the agendas in the Wayland suite fire off of this. Just joined. What's the idea for this deck? So this is a bunch of one costers and an Edward Kim shell, so that we can play 3 Hushuks, which is only 6 influence, which is super impressive. And I think it's pretty compelling. How's it going, Disperse? Yeah, Kim. Deck might be better not as Kim. Don't want to say that too early, but yeah, we're playing Hushuk. I don't want to inject too late in the turn. We're going to keep our money up too. If they're playing big money, we need big money too. Don't know what that means. Sandberg, I don't know. Trojan Horse, Hard Hitting News, all that stuff is really good if you have big tags. I think Seesor's close. Seesor's exchange accounts is really good in the meta right now. Anyways, people aren't playing it. No Glut Cypher, it's not tier. It's either tier 1 or tier -1. I can't tell the way that you wrote that apathy. All right, let's get some spoilers down early. Ooh, hit Blorchestra and Data Sucker. So unfortunately, not too much to hit on the table. We do have the Lucky Charm, which is cool tech for the remote. It's another 1 coster too, very importantly. And if they're gonna close their accounts, we'll try and keep one of these on the table with 4 credits on it. We might want to poke HQ here, actually. There's nothing really that threatens us. We have good money. I guess Tithonium is bad. Fuck it. We'll trash something. We also could like Lucky Charm run the remote. Oh, border control. Okay. Cool. So make them spend money. A lot of times this is just face checks. It's a Sandstorm, that's fine. We have Paperclip. Like, this is gonna be really good for us once we get online. So let's draw for spoilers. We didn't find it. Could be Rashida. I actually don't mind playing the Hacktivist here. There's a chance that they'll clear it immediately if this is an agenda, but if they score a 3-2 agenda, like, it's totally fine for us. Okay, not even. Alright, so we have a chance of just drawing into our Paperclip. Well, we tried, and that's what's important. What 5-3 is of it? It's an SDS, like it's fine for us too. SSL is a bit worse. I think they're both security. Oh, it's okay, so we couldn't have stolen it anyways. Oh, cool, it's a security. So we might actually get a bad pub here. We have 2 link, so Archivist looks pretty well. So we actually just get a bad pub when they score an agenda. How cool is that? This is a good card, especially when you have it in your opening hand. Particularly for the opening hand. And having this not on R&D is going to be a big deal because we're a Hushuk deck. But we need to get up and rolling because they are as well. Paperclip's good. We might want to not lose that to Arc Lockdown. So actually, I think we just drop it and run HQ here. Fuck it. Let's not. I don't want to play this because they can Arc Lockdown it. But now they know they have to ice up HQ, which is an issue. Red level clearance, a transaction, 2 cost. They pay it for free. It's good. Probably shouldn't pay the Paperclip there. Secure and Protect, that's a weird card. So now they can install an Afshar out here on HQ. We can break it, cost 5, which is really annoying. So that's fine, but we are setting up as well. We have another Hacktivist. We could decide running R&D here. We don't have any spoilers just yet, and I don't think spoilers is gonna fire too much, but we'll run R&D. 11 credits for the bad pub is probably good enough. We wanna see what this is before we start Hushuking. It's an MK Ultra, wow, we have 2 link. So we could risk it. I think we're gonna actually risk it so they can trace. Because this is only trace 2 and we have 2 link and a bad pub. So this actually is gonna cost us nothing. I think that's a bad res. We could have installed MK Ultra for like 1 credit. For 1 credit. And use this. Actually probably might have been smart. And we hit an IPO, feels good. We'll draw into something that we can install. Nope. So I guess we'll get a 1 coster down. I wish we career fit something. We could, I don't know. We obviously don't need this. These are really good because they're playing legitimate sort of Glacier. We could play Hacktivist. I don't know if it's going to matter that much. We've not seen anything. I don't think it's that important. R&D again for a fresh card. Oh, whoa, yeah, totally true. I totally forgot about that. 100% we should run R&D for free. That's stupid that we didn't. Excuse me. Yeah, we fucked it up. Inject. Oh, here we go. So spoilers. And career for down the Earthrise. And we're pretty much good. Oh. We have one. It is unique. You can overinstall it. It shouldn't be an issue. We could stim hack. It feels bad. How many one costers do we have? We have 4. We actually could just Hushuk here. Whatever, we'll run and see what it looks like. Now this is trace 4, which is a bit better. Red tape. That doesn't matter. That does nothing if we trace through this. This makes no sense. This could just be any ice that would be better than red tape. That's the problem with red tape. Like, what is this? Trace 4. So we pay not a lot of money. Yeah, we'll continue. All good. Fires. Sorry, I hit the microphone. Smash count 1. Thank you, Anthony, for that. We need to keep that on track, actually. So this is strength 7. So yeah, whatever. We'll trace it anyways. Red and friend trace ice feels bad. Yeah, right. So this is only 1 credit. And the next one is 2 credits. I hear Kim wins the game. If you get smash count to 5. I think you win, like, personally. This is actually scary because of punitive, I guess. Ooh, blue level clearance. That's a good trash. That's good. We'll get run 1 stim hack. It's more important than everything else. Alright, so we hit IPO and a BLC. Feels good. They still keep having money. Oh, it's okay. We're ready. And we know we can trace through this. It's a bit dodgy. Like, they could dump all their money into the trace. So I think we can play a bit more control because we have 2 Hushiks, which is good enough. But we're full spoilsing. This is... I don't have a good reference here. I don't know where's really bad for spoilers. Is IMDb bad? I assume it's not. I assume people care about it there. Anyways, Snape dies at the end, right? Alright. Here we go. Hushik sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. Yeah, fuck it. No, you can trace me. Snape is really... Snape died. Yes, Snape... Oh, I'm so sorry. I think Snape dies. Fires. Snape is really Darth Vader's father. I feel like all of those characters are related in some way. They really just need another 3rd ice on here. As soon as they have a 3rd ice on here, the server does suck. Like, it is hard. Eventually we get networking too. Alright, so 3 credits to break a strength 7 sentry. Feels good. And here we go. 5 cards. Project Atlas. Death and Taxes. That's a current. And then we could trash any of these. We're just gonna take the Atlas. Feels good. We can install this, just take money. We're not weak to punitive here. And if they score an Atlas here, it's probably not great. Like, they lose 3 cards. Oh, they're doing it. Oh, it doesn't have the subtype on it. Okay. Gangside Hushik seems like a fun way to crim that card up. Yo, how's it going, Chris? There's so many good 1-cost cards in Criminal that Hushik seems really good. Like, I think I would do Gang Sign. You would do, like, maybe Public Terminal if you don't run. I don't know. But you could do some really nutty stuff. We run Archives, right? And then we just Hushik and then we win. That's the plan, at least. They're on game point, though. They can Audacity out, which is really scary. Fuck. Yeah, don't say. Oh, they're actually trying to kill us. Yeah, don't say. Well, we'll go for it. They can't get an ice behind the red tape. That'd be something. Oh, that's also such a huge issue with red tape. It doesn't do the whole server. Yeah, bank job, bank roll. You leave 1 credit on bank job? Oh, man. No. We might lose this. If they just, like, fucking... I guess there's only 1 more Atlas, so the chance of them scoring out the, like, Audacity is kind of low. Okay, now it's 0. Man, if this thing fired... If this fired when he scored... I'm trying to build an Aztec that runs Hushik. Oh, that's actually really cool. I guess you could run like all the break and enter suite, but then you're not using them. This game should be over. First, every time a spoiler fires, you have to throw out a spoiler. What happened? Oh, okay, they did it. They did it. All right. All right, so we're now on... unfortunately, our spoilers are done. They're not going to do anything much else. So this is what, 2 credits, then we have to install and break, so it's getting a bit expensive. I do like Earthrise. I feel like we should run HQ here. It's really expensive though. I don't. Yeah, we'll just stim hack it. Whatever. I guess that's our last stim hack. Maybe we don't want to do it. We'll just run HQ. We'll probably get a trash here. Worst case, we can just install our Black Orchestra and then lose 2 credits. That's seems bad. We'll just get the access. God, that card's so good against Anarchs. They could pop the border control here. It'd be pretty bad. Red tip strength effect should last until the end of the turn. Even that, does that change too much? Oh, they're gonna border control. That means they have cards in HQ. That's really good. No, we can't. Because we haven't run HQ. Alright, so we know where to run. Now, they only also have 4 credits, which is really important. We can spend 5 to run HQ, and then we can stim hack. In theory, here they could like do too big to fail into like Trojan Horse or like hard hitting news, and then we don't have our networking yet, but we actually have a big chance of drawing it. So if we draw with our Earthrise or networking, Red Tape just needs to click like Builder. Yeah, Builder's a super cool card. Builder's rad. All right, chat. What are we doing? Are we stim hacking this? I feel like we're stim hacking this. After we run HQ. Got a current. I think we stim hack this and then we work on Hushik. Because they can't border control us now because we ran HQ. We will pop our Lucky Charm, which makes our Hushik worse. I really like movable stuff. I think Red Tape, what's it called, is a super fascinating card. Georgia Emilioff, I think, is underrated. I think she's really cool. I like that. I like that like the characters are more more impactful, and that they're like a bit more hard to pin down. I think that's really cool. It makes the characters seem more wily, like you're actually chasing something, as opposed to like Marcus Batty. But like if Marcus Batty could move around, like holy shit, that would suck for the runner. If Bernice Mai could just like show up. Oh my god. She's not around, is she, anymore? I don't think she exists in standard. Here we go. I think we just trace this. How much is the break? This is desperation. What if they can move around for clicking some credits? That's the idea. So this is trace what? Twice the number, so it's trace 6. So they can't border control us. So we can basically spend some money on the first trace. Like we can just take the tags on the first trace and boost. Because otherwise we install the MK Ultra and then we have to boost. No. So we're just gonna trace and Lucky Charm it. You can trace. Oh, Batty? No, Batty would be nightmare. More people would pre-res it though, which is pretty good. Ah, fuck it, we'll just trace through it. I don't know if we're gonna need our money anymore. There's nothing you'd res for 1. So this is now 4 strength, so we spent 3. Clicking on end to run is terrifying as a runner. Is this game or is this Rashida? Oh, it's a food. Oh, it's not game. Restricted card, my friend. Restricted card. We just need money. This deck doesn't have a lot of money. That's our last stim hack. Oh, now you Hushik? Yeah, but we can't. We have to run HQ first, right? Because like this surveyor is terrifying. I think you're right. We do like just Hail Hushik, like a Hail Mary Hushik. The thing is, Hushik means devotion in Indonesian, so I don't think that actually makes sense in context. But you see where I was getting at, right? Ooh, we got a networking. Okay, so check this out. That's an atlas we lose. So if we Hushik into a border control, at least we don't lose, because then they run out of money. Doesn't seem like they're on Rashid or NGO, which is pretty wild. We ran HQ that turn, we did. So in theory we could run HQ. We have one bad publicity. So we have to spend 4. And then we can't Hushik. So the other option is just to run Surveyor, but we've no way of breaking it. Oh wait, there is no Atlas. There is no Atlas. We don't have to run the remote. What were we doing? I guess they could Audacity out of 4 too, but that seems pretty bad. I don't even want to install the daily cast because I don't think it'll pay out soon enough. I think we just click for 4. I think we do click for 4. I totally forgot all the Atlases were out of the game. Unless they're playing Merger. Uh-oh. Someone just said Merger in chat. How's it going, Jeff? Yeah, you're right. It can't be Atlas. I am goofing it. Money in our deck. We have nothing. Nothing. If we install this, we don't have a career fair. It's not going to pay out until 2 turns. And even then, it's like clicking for a credit. So, not worth doing. I just don't know how we're... I think we actually have to... Oh, it's fine. I don't know if we actually needed this. It in theory makes Hushuk better. I think we have to run HQ and then we have to like Hushuk. But they're also not advancing, which just buys us more time. But again, border control is a problem. We can inject the rest of our deck, which I don't know what it is. We could run the remote, but I don't know what that is either. So if we should daily cast last turn, so we're not going to do it this turn. So I think we're going to click for 4 again. We could inject, but again, I just don't know what cards are in their deck. There's no gambles, there's no stim hacks, there's no liberated, so I don't think I care about what's left in our deck. I think it is the 3rd paperclip, the 3rd Black Orchestra. No, not even. I don't know. Well, they didn't merger last turn, so they're not going to merger this turn. We might actually have a Trace War on this bad boy. Ah, beans, whatever. I think the I've had worse might be worse. The Inject was better than I've had worse. I don't think we discarded the right cards. They only have 6 cards left. Again, they only have to score 1 agenda. And they're not doing anything. Which is good. Fortunately, we're not doing anything at a slower speed than them. If we had 2 Fisks, we'd win. You do Fisk and then they lose. So it depends on whether or not this is border control. So let's trace 6. I think we'd have to run HQ first, which is still 4 credits, and then another 3. I think we'll just click for 4. We'll set up for the Hail Mary turn. And if they do border control us, holy shit, that sucks. Yeah, the cast would have paid off at this point. We would have been up 3 credits. Okay, so now we have to do something. And it is on a defensive upgrade. We'll run HQ first, for sure. Holy shit, this thing's a fuck off. Hortum, okay. Oh, actually, border control doesn't matter, right? So I think we just do credit Hushik. Or do we just run this remote? Unread size 100% border control, but that's fine, because we have the Lucky Charm. That doesn't matter. But we'll have to get through this. So I think we just do credit, run through this. So we can always just take the tags, because we lose anyways. We'll see every card in R&D, which is pretty funny. I think we just do credit Hushik. I don't think there's anything that gets us. Lucky Charm's a good card. Tracer Ice with red tape. Not the greatest. So we'll trace one, and then the other one we can just like lucky charm through. And they can't boost, right? Like it's really hard for them to boost, because then we can just lucky charm whichever one they boost. So if we don't win, we die. But I think if we don't win, they score. Yeah, this could have been anything else that would have been so much better for them. This is why this sort of ice doesn't get played. It's just not consistently. It just, what it does is cool, but it just doesn't consistently do it. Yeah, even if they go all in, like, it's still probably fine for us. Yeah, we're gonna take the tags, it's fine. We just lucky charm it if they go in. I hope they do go in. It might buy us another turn if they go in. We don't know what this is. This probably is a border control. So we can spend all our money. Okay. Oh, whoa, what? Fuck. I fucked that up. We'll do it again. One more time. Yeah, you were totally right. We have to wait for it to end the run, and it says, do you want to prevent it from ending the run? So... trace the last one again. Okay, we already took those tags. Okay, cool. So we can see all cards in R&D. Oh, actually, it's only 4 cards now, right? Because we used our thing. Are you kidding me? What? Are they all in HQ and we just keep missing them? Maybe we should run Archives last click. Yeah, were they all in HQ? They did nice HQ. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Good game. Where were they? We ran HQ twice, we missed it. Government takeover? This deck hasn't won once, has it? Yeah, blockchain, it's cool. Fuck, shit. Dang. Yeah, so we kept missing him. So they had a lot of agendas in there for a long time. Funny enough, spoilers actually almost just literally won the game. Like if they scored a hostile, they lose the game. Not enough Glut Cipher. You're right, that is getting us. Oh, we gotta do one more with this deck. I think this deck is really cool. I don't know if we're playing it optimally. I think we got a bit unlucky in every game so far, but we haven't won one so far. I wonder what this is. I assume it's a price deck. We probably should have just ran the remote. I think the remote is actually way easier for us to get into. And as soon as they advance it, like we've seen no NGO fronts. I don't know why we don't run the remote, right? Like we can deal with border control. This is just as expensive. This costs us like 2 credits. Like we might as well just done that. I think we fucked that up. I think we should just run the remote. That's always the problem. It's like, hey, do you want to run the remote on something that you don't know what it is? Or do you want to run R&D and then always get an agenda with Hushik? And like, I always go for the Hushik play. It's more exciting. Definitely got lucky that game. Hey, good game, by the way. Well, can you tell me what was on the remote? It's like, what, border control into Prisec? Ah, fuck, damage. At least we got 2 Hushiks, right? We can't keep this hand, though. That's what you get for not paying the trace? That didn't change anything. Thanks, you too. It's blockchain. Okay, so we could have done the remote. What was the upgrade? That's a better hand. I've had worse than hands, good. Yeah, blockchain's fun. Unfortunately, we do have paperclip, which is like makes blockchain look real dumb, but otherwise, yeah, it's great. That's Crisium, cool. Hedge fund, Hokusai, Hokusai, IPO snare. Okay, so we're just gonna do hedge fund and then run it. If we hit a snare here, it's fine, because none of this really matters. The data sucker kind of matters, but not enough. Yeah, actually, probably should install it. Yeah, we fucked up. We should have installed it for sure. So we have a chance of trashing the hedge fund. Feels okay. Yeah, week bait when all atlases are at, but it did fuck with me. Like I did run it at some point when all the atlases are at. So like power to them, because I did fuck it up. All right, so they drew one unknown and then the mandatory drew, which is nice. So the hand is Hokusai, snare, unknown. We could run the snare right now. It honestly doesn't matter that much. I think we'll do it. Can't steal Obokata. Oh, that's the best case, I guess. Oh, we didn't trash a Hokusai, so fuck. This is why freedom. The other options play freedom. Solve advance. Yeah, we'll mining and run it. Like Junebug doesn't kill us. SSL. Oh, hit the IFAD worse. That's annoying. So it's unlikely that we die to punitive based off of we know the hand largely. I think we'll just play the Hacktivist in credits. Oh, we played Hacktivist through Hacktivist. Maybe don't do that. Whoops. Yeah, we had a Hacktivist. I think we'll just play this instead. I think we lost a click on that, right? No, we didn't. So now if they res this Hokusai, they take a damage. And they're on big agendas. SSL's a big one. Oh, we need to get some money somehow. Inject never feels great. Career fair into the Liberated is probably good enough. But what makes us play the most amount of cards? We can clear fair into the Liberated, click it, and that's it. So we're going to throw out some cards, but we're throwing out breakers, which isn't the worst. If we clear out this, we can't play anything else, so that's fine. And we'll click it once, throwing out... Sentry Breaker is the most important, and then the Code Gate Breaker. So now we just can't run into... Kakugu is fine. Chiashi is scary. Offer you can't refuse. Make a run on HQ. So for those who don't know, they get a point if we don't do it. And then they can score 2 3-pointers out. This card's underrated. I think this card's actually pretty solid. Because people go poor. So will this ruin us? Will this ruin us? You can't refuse. Oh, no, we can. Thinking. That's great. I like this card. I want to start championship with this card. I think it's cool. So worst case is what? Cortex lock this 3 and then we can access a snare and die. Nah, that's fine. No, we refuse. It's incredibly annoying and Juan's a punitive. Oh, that's true. But you can't punitive them if they steal on your turn. So I guess you just fire that from Wanza value, right? It's another 1-coster. I think for that value alone. Also, if they're playing this, they have like big agendas. Run for it, then die to punitive. You can't. How's it going, Julia? You can't, because punitive says if the runner has stolen agendas on their last turn. So you actually are totally safe to punitive from an offer, which I think is pretty wild. Earthrise would be good. Thanks, deck. We'll keep this in hand. How's it going, Stoppable? I'm doing good. Bit sleepy, but we're getting to the end of the night. It's quite okay. Got a long weekend coming up, so whatever. All right, so we have no spoilers, but we'll find some. Just kidding. You offer HQ so they don't risk the steal. You still get Mwanza value though, which is pretty good. So we could run this. I don't know what it is. We do have Hacktivist up. We might actually just want to do Gamble run it. I think that could be fine. Or not Gamble. We'll do this and we'll run it. Their money's not amazing. We have 6 cards in hand. None of these cards are that good. I don't want to stim hack in this matchup. Oh, this is this. Okay, so they're definitely going to try and punitive us. All right. At 2 cards at the top of your stack. Yeah, we'll continue. Oh, we can't actually. We ends around. No, thank you. I think we'll run HQ here actually. Like we have the ability to deal with all the big ones. Yeah, so we can deal with that. So we can make it 3. And then we break it for 6. This will get an access. If they have punitive, we'll hit it. And Geofront, yeah, we'll trash that. It's fine. And now we could run it again if we wanted to, but it puts 2 cards back. It's really annoying to draw with our Earthrise or shitty cards that we put on top, but whatever. An offer you can't refuse, but Cold Side servers the spiciest jank. Runner can't pay clicks on additional cost during the corpse turn. Guaranteed points. And Prince agenda points. Alright, so they just spent a lot of money. I think we actually want to run R&D here. Like, we'll just take a gander. We have the spoilers. We'll play that first. So we haven't had hit a Hushik yet. I think we'll run R&D because if there is a Hokusai, it's pretty bad for them, and we're in a good spot to trash it. None of these cards are particularly good. Oh, okay, that's fine. So they're on 2. That's okay. It's quite okay. They're not really being scary for anything. Probably just draw up once. Oh, that's our last click. That's a fuck up. You shouldn't have done that. %, R&D last click? Yeah, you do it. You do it, right? Triggers Mirror Morph. Alright, they're just clicking for 3. That's good. Love when they do that. We have another Earthrise. Again, we have to watch out not to draw through our deck. We can run here. Like, this still costs us 6 credits for single access, which is honestly not that bad. I like the Earthrise. 6 credits for R&Ds for here is pretty expensive. There's agendas in here, actually. We can't steal Obokata. Obokata's 5 damage because of personal evolution, right? It feels bad, but we're gonna do it because they're trying to get a hedge fund here, right? Like they're clicking to hedge fund. Please don't hit my money. Yeah, you see? Anansi. Okay, so we can't trash that. Feels bad. So this is our snare protection, but we really can't make sure that we hold on to it after snare is not great. Okay, there's Celebrity Gift. Man, if we hit that, that would have been sweet. Now, good thing is they're going to probably show us everything. Oh, it looks like they're not. Okay, they're drawing first. So now they can hide something. Love when they do that. Anansi, Breach Dome, Obokata, Sadaka, Snare. Sadaka actually can hit us. We have no way of dealing with Sadaka. It's actually a big weakness of this deck. It can't deal with like Excalibur nonsense. I can't believe that Vincent, who played this, didn't get hit by Excalibur really bad. Also, like, if you trash, like, if you arc lock down all their paper clips or whatever, like, that's game. Unfortunately, also, we're just gonna have to be clicking for credits. We can run archives just for data suckers. We probably hit a Breach Dome, but we've seen 1 in hand so far. Oh, wow. Well, that's bad. That's gonna hit the punitive. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Holy shit, that's a ton of damage. Wait. Oh, because they threw out the Breach Dome. Fuck me, that's a lot of damage. Luckily we can win in a single Hushik, so if we don't die here, this lets them look at the top 7, so we can go make a sandwich largely. Like, it just takes a hot minute to get done. So they can sort this top 7, so this finds punitive. Luckily, they have more credits than us. So we're basically going to be drawing and clicking. We basically have to draw to 3 and then click for credits. So this is going to be, what, 4 damage? So we draw once, click for credit. We probably die here, honestly. There's no way that there's going to be 3 in there. I didn't realize they discarded a card. It's hard to follow that shit on JNet. So we lost MK Ultra, that's fine. Didn't lose a Hushik. Lost 1 Hushik. So we're going to draw up, and we actually can inject here. There's a chance that we'll draw up to 5, which still does the double punitive. But there's a chance we'll hit an I've Had Worse, which is more important. So we're going to inject into I've Had Worse. We missed it. We'll probably die here. We do have 1 link. Yeah, that's it. Good game. Beans. Did not think we'd run into all 3 of these. That was a good play for them throwing it out. Fuck. Yeah, we just don't have enough money. I want to have more passive money in this deck. I think we need a Caddy Jones in here. Yeah, even if there was no breach domes in there, we still die. If we had one I've had worse in hand, we would have been fine. And it's, yeah, it's coming up. We had 2 more in the deck. Well, last card is bad. I was agenda flood. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, we were close, right? Like, if we had the Hushuk, we just Hushuk after that. We can win. Yeah, we could do like inject into Hushuk. That's rough. Oh, because I saw endorsement. Yeah, we just need to play more money. We know that they were a punitive deck. As soon as you see data loop, it's a punitive deck. And this actually might be like, what's his name? The sensei. Viral? Oh, they just don't have enough clicks. Yeah, saw spoilers, got him. Oh, Ben Musashi, yeah, that's the guy. The Ronin. The early SSL jam. Yeah, the early SSL jam should have been more suspicious. As soon as we stole that, we know where you died. Like, we might have actually just wanted to go for the Kakugo. Like, our plays were inject into I've had worse, so just like run Kakugo. We couldn't afford to run HQ. But yeah, we could run that Kakugo. Eh. Hacktivist. Then running. Alright, I think we can do another one. We haven't won a game, have we? Have we won a game tonight? Man, we're getting wrecked. I'm playing a lot of net damage though. Yeah, what are we? Oh, okay, we maxed people. That's okay. We've lost 4 in a row with this deck. Oh my god, we'll do one more though. I think it's a good deck. I feel like we can make changes though. Like, what would we change? We're gonna make some changes here. We can't touch the 1 costage, which sucks, but like, I feel like Armitage would be fine. I feel like the money just isn't there. I feel like we don't need networking in this meta. Yeah, Caddy seems really good. Like, I would love a Caddy in this deck, because like, we so systematically play. More money, less problems. Yeah, I think we want to just put 2 Caddies in there. I like Caddy a fair bit. Is there any cool one influence 15 cost cards? Networking is good on the meta. So far tonight, it's been useless, obviously. But it's like a very meta card. Hacktivist, we can drop 1. That's fine. This is probably good enough. Get a 3rd career fair. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we have Caddy too. That's a good start. If you have another 1 cost, it'd be cool too, because like we're struggling to get our Hushuks up. Rebirth? No, we don't play Edward Kim when we play Rebirth. Then we just play Val. Then we play Rebirth. We don't play Kim and then Rebirth. See what you're doing there. Oh, we're also not getting rushed. We could try that. That's probably fine. Bust some codes? Yeah, we could. I feel like Caddy will be good enough though. But yeah, we could bust some codes. The thing is you have to keep like some on it. Am I JNet freeze? No, we're good. You have to keep like 2 on it. Play Jackpot for some silly passive money. How's it going, Riot? Jackpot's not good. You know what? Honestly, if I want to play silly passive money, I'd play Humanity first, or whatever it's called, because it's another 1 cost weird econ card that works with our Hushuk. Yeah, this deck could easily be Freedom. But yeah, that's what I love about Hushuk, is that like, is it Humanity first? I'll just search first. Is that all these like stupid human first 1 cost cards, the like weird bad ones that get playable if you're playing a Hushuk deck, which is funny. But again, maybe you're just building a bad deck. Yeah, there. That's spoilers. Spoilers tech. Andre, would you ever do Netrunner stuff on a stream? Do not Netrunner stuff like Jackbox or some nonsense with viewers. Oh fuck, yo, Jackbox stresses me the shit out. It really does. Oh, it's the big boy. Is this the big boy, big boy? Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna lose this one. This is why you play Freedom, because you can't lose this matchup. They're not gonna score. This spoilers is useless. Hey, hey. This is great. So I get really stressed when I play Jackbox games. It's like something that's totally up my alley. Like, I don't know, that's sort of goofing around. It always scares the shit out of me. I'll be honest, I do have interest in streaming other stuff, like not specifically interactive stuff. That would be cool, but like also just like streaming other games. I wouldn't do it on this channel. I think that's weird. Oh wait, okay, so how do we deal with this? I don't think we're gonna do this. Match is gonna be a grind. Yeah, we're gonna die really soon. So we need I've had worse. We can play Freedom. Like, you play Freedom Yusuf, this matchup's so much easier. Start to slam the essentials. They do play operations. Is there any chance we die? No, I don't think we can die with 3 cards. If only we had that rebirth, yeah, right? Ooh, pad campaign. Yeah, we're gonna try, like, we're not gonna go to the distance here. We're gonna try and win quickly. Unfortunately, we don't have an Earthrise. Or an Astrolabe. I think we should have mulliganed for Astrolabe, right? That's not bad. I didn't even check what we could afford it, I just slammed it. So unfortunately, Spoilers is good in the matchup, as in, like, it's a Hushik target, but they don't score out in this. Prepare for Suffering? No, we'll just get comboed out. Like, this is not a grind deck. This is just like Ronin with what's his name? This is just Ronin with what's his name? The executive, the head guy, Chairman Hero. That's a good ice. So their ice is like what, vanilla Cortex Lock? Okay, that's good. You want to keep those. Everything costs +2 to trash. Sucks. I'll trash something here. Cerebral Static. Oh wow, they have the Freedom tech. That's fucking hot. They're evolving. They're learning. I'll check some of this shit. I don't know if we can afford this. There's only 1 second rebirth into Freedom. Yeah, I know. Bioethics. Okay, I guess we'll trash it. DBS, that's bad. Excalibur is also not bad in this deck, right? Static's also for Leela? Oh yeah, Leela does fuck with it, huh? Genotyping, you play this for value. Like, you can just play this for... I love that we have another Earthrise, that's good. Also, for what's worth, you can Earthrise on top of an Earthrise. Rashida, Cerebral Static, Bioethics. Hacktivist honestly kind of helps them. I don't... Is Hacktivist good in this matchup? I can never tell. Because, like, you power them up. Feels bad. Let's hit something with 1 billion trash cost. Okay, that's an agenda. I think it's fine. Server 3 is another Bioethics. So now we just like slam 1-costers, which is really unfortunate. Like, we have to play all these like cards that don't do anything. Like, they're never gonna score an agenda. Spoilers does nothing. Good if they go low on cards since it's an additional res cost. Yeah, that's true. And we can pressure it, but they're not going low on cards, let me tell you. Breaker Maker, pay 10. Nah, we're not gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna do that. And I don't want to run archives now because they're just gonna throw stuff out. So I guess we'll just play stuff. It's good to have a way to get through. Don't. It's a good way. How a good way. It's good how I get through vanilla. They can avoid legworks like pros. That's true. They really can. So we're gonna have to run archives soon here. They can't run Obakata too, which is good. It's like SSL and Bacterial, I think. There's a cool ruling with Bacterial and running archives. Oh, another genotyping. 4 unseen cards. Okay. So we're going to start Hacktivisting. Hacktivisting also can fuck them up, right, on the combo. Caddy is actually good. No, you can keep that. I think we'll draw. We really want to find our, we have the Astrolabe, right? Oh. Oh. That's bad. That's a problem. Gotta zoom out here. JNet now stacks servers. If you haven't played Acid Spam on JNet recently, like, I don't think like that. That's a hostile, right? So we're gonna run archives. I'm gonna take a bit of damage here. I think we inject first, actually. Yeah, because now we have not our MK Ultra. Data Sucker also would be playable, right? Because it just deals with Cortex Lock. Like, Cortex Lock here sucks ass, so we can't deal with it. Yeah, it just fires. Hit our Avid worse. We have our Astrolabe. Breach Dome, trashed our Astrolabe. And our spoilers, oh no! So they'll res a hostile, whatever. We'll start trashing stuff. Oh, that's actually hitting their hand pretty good. Oh, increases the trash cost! We shut it up like activist! Fuck! Oh, another genotyping. 22 cards. We can maybe just slam through this and win. We just have to be lucky. Hostile, urban renewal. Yeah, okay. This is play freedom. God, if we had our fucking thing. Cortex lock me. Oh, we have this. We'll just take 2 damage. Then let's have a data sucker Baker for 3. Data snare. It's Ronin. Oh, good game. Oh no, we're just locked. Okay, so we run R&D, run archives. There's 1 card in HQ. I guess we can do this first. Not an agenda. Not good. If we run archives, we hit 2 breach domes, we lose. So we'll hold on for what we've got. To what we've got? I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Sure is damage out here. We could still win this. We have to win a side game on archives, right? Because of future perfect. Does this matter? Who shoot for 1? No, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that. Let the sub sway. Game's right here, my friends. What are we doing? Oh, the game is so right here, because then you run archives. Fuck. Push the limit, trash for free, but take a meat. It's called by any means. So we know there's a future perfect in hand. Run again? Yeah. Well, now we run HQ. Oh, because the daily business showed it. Fuck, yeah, you're right. We should run again. One of these is an agenda. We're gonna pay 3. What was it? Oh, it's a preemptive and we trash it, we take hostile damage? Shit on me. Oh, that's a problem. Siege one right there, but no, we'll die. We can Hushuk for 2 actually. Yeah, draw or die, yeah. Either win archives or draw to avoid death. So we're fucked now. We just don't have enough money, right? Because we have to pay 3 on here. And then we can't play the game. So we basically have to steal bacterial off of here. Yeah, this is not a winning play, right? We're halfway there. Man, if our Astrolabe would have done so much work in this matchup, maybe we should have mulliganed for it. I don't think our opening was terrible, though. Credit run archives? But then we'd have to breach dome. Like, we have to do that last. It's so unlikely there's 2 agendas in there, considering they controlled it largely. Especially with the Daily Business Show. Like, Daily Business Show needs to go. That wins them the game. Yeah, but we have to steal 2 Future Perfects. I know I'm dead. Unless this is exactly bacterial and then we run Future Perfect. There's no winning play here. I guess we have to run HQ. And even that's not a winning play. Yeah, we have to credit run archives. No, there's no way to do it. Oh, we died to hostile. Yeah, it's matchups like this where I think we just play Ronin. Yeah, I totally forgot. We hit an operation, we die. Kim actually killed us. Oh, god damn it. I'm not playing Kim ever again. You're done. Okay, that's a really competitive deck. For that, you play Freedom. Freedom has a pretty good matchup against that. Hostile's an issue. You play Yusuf. I guess they Cerebral Static you. I think that's why they're playing that now. That's rough. People don't play that in the meta. Ares alone was good enough to get me off Edward Kim forever. Yeah, if that's a chance, you just run archives first, right? Like, you run archives first. I know it's a problem, but like, we're not seeing a lot of Ares in my meta, so that seemed fine. This deck did really good on the weekend, 2 weekends prior. Here it did terribly. Wow, absolutely terribly. And I'm aware that this might point to like, maybe don't play the spoilers, which sounds okay. All the other cards are good, but like, yeah, in that matchup, this specifically does nothing. And you'd be better off with like Astrolabe or like, fuck it. Even that like 0 or 1 cost program or like one virtual thing that gives you credits for trashing stuff. I don't know. I just play Freedom though. I don't like Edward Kim. I just play Freedom over it anyways. Need more Glut Cypher. Oh my god. Oh my god. Glut Cypher versus IG. That's all for me tonight. Thanks to everyone we played games against. Taka. We still haven't lost a Glut Cypher, you're right. I think every game I played with Glut Cypher in the deck I've won, so ever. Like in the history of Netrunner. I think that's important to note. That's all for tonight. We'll be back next week. Pat probably is gonna be here next week. I gotta make sure that thing. But yeah, we'll be back. We'll be playing some new stuff, I guess. We're gonna see in like 2 weeks, not only a new most wanted list, but 9 new cards from Uprising, which is super exciting. Also, very important, check out Nisei.net. They have a standard tournament. We're looking for game commentators for Worlds. That's exciting. They're looking for, excuse me, there's a JNet tournament. This, I think, is such a big deal. This tournament was meant to be like this upcoming weekend, and they pushed it, which I think is a really big deal because now it's the 14th of September and the 15th of September, and then the finals are on the 22nd, which means if you are going to Worlds, and fuck it, if you're not going to Worlds, this tournament will have the new most wanted list. It will have the new cards. This will be the arguably probably the biggest organized play tournament that has the Worlds meta prior to Worlds. It's free to join. There's prize support. You can play from the comfort of your home. I highly recommend you to sign up for this. Even if you don't consider yourself a competitive player, just having like organized play online with the nice people that play Netrunner is like 100% worth your time. Let alone it's a really cool time to see what all the people are doing with the new cards and what the new most wanted list looks like. Do sign up for that if you can. You find all this stuff on Nisei.net. It did get delayed to the 14th or 15th of September. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. That's all. We'll be back next week. Enjoy yourself. Pick up that hammer. Throw it in the garbage. Ciao.